you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her.
She's a punk. Marumalandra.
Who'd have thought?
Marumalandra.
Be a hero.
Marumalandra.
And not a zero.
Marumalandra.
Argentina mentioned?
Marumalandra.
Can she even henshin?
Marumalandra.
A force for good.
Marumalandra.
Send your neighborhood.
Marumalandra. Marumalandra. Marumalandra.
Cyborg girl.
Marumalandra.
Save the world.
Marumalandra.
Lives in a bog.
Marumalandra.
The hedgehog.
Marumalandra.
Sometimes she stinks.
Marumalandra.
Likes to drink.
Marumalandra.
Hair is pink.
Marumalandra.
Doesn't skate.
Marumalandra.
Lives best to state.
Marumalandra.
Drinks conch strong.
Marumalandra.
Drink all day long.
Marumalandra.
What a world.
Marumalandra.
Wear no pearls.
Marumalandra.
She loves them girls. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream.
Marumalandra.
Giga Chad.
Marumalandra.
Make her mad.
Marumalandra.
Runs a fairy.
Marumalandra.
Can't be dairy.
Marumalandra.
Breaking rules.
Marumalandra.
Cutting school.
Marumalandra.
A hero at heart.
Marumalandra.
Doing her part. Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her.
She's a punk. Marumalandra.
Who'd have thought?
Marumalandra.
Be a hero.
Marumalandra.
And not a zero.
Marumalandra.
Argentina mentioned?
Marumalandra.
Can she even henshin?
Marumalandra.
A force for good.
Marumalandra.
Send your neighborhood.
Marumalandra. Marumalandra. Marumalandra.
Cyborg girl.
Marumalandra.
Save the world.
Marumalandra.
Lives in a bog.
Marumalandra.
The hedgehog.
Marumalandra.
Sometimes she stinks.
Marumalandra.
Likes to drink.
Marumalandra.
Hair is pink.
Marumalandra.
Doesn't skate.
Marumalandra.
Lives best to state.
Marumalandra.
Drinks conch strong.
Marumalandra.
Drink all day long.
Marumalandra.
What a world.
Marumalandra.
Wear no pearls.
Marumalandra.
She loves them girls. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream. Delinquent punk rock riot queen. Big sis hero sure is mean. Her manticore wife sure is a dream. Don't get caught, she'll make you scream.
Marumalandra.
Giga Chad.
Marumalandra.
Make her mad.
Marumalandra.
Runs a fairy.
Marumalandra.
Can't be dairy.
Marumalandra.
Breaking rules.
Marumalandra.
Cutting school.
Marumalandra.
A hero at heart.
Marumalandra.
Doing her part. Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Marumalandra. Who'd have thought? Marumalandra. Be a hero. Marumalandra. Not a zero. Marumalandra. Argentina mentioned. Marumalandra. Can she even hench? Marumalandra. Force for good. Marumalandra. Send your neighborhood. Marumalandra. Marumalandra. Marumalandra! Cyborg girl! Marumalandra! Save the world! Marumalandra! Lives in a bog! Marumalandra! The hedgehog! Marumalandra! Sometimes she stinks! Marumalandra! Likes to drink! Marumalandra! Hair is pink! Marumalandra! Doesn't skate! Marumalandra! That's a steak! Marumalandra! Drinks cock strong!
Wow. Hello, chat. Hello, my beautiful malcontents. How's it going? Hi, weather. Hello, hello. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? I'm not stinky. Thank you for the 35 months. Thank you, thank you. How's it going? Oh, hi, Ruby. Welcome, welcome. Sorry that I'm late. I overslept. I woke up at the right time, and then I've developed a really bad habit of watching YouTube in bed when I wake up and then falling asleep for like, I don't know, usually it's like 20 minutes or whatever. But I did set an alarm. I did set alarms and I kept postponing it, and then I forgot to set an alarm. And then I slept for longer than intended. Why are their subscription not working? This mix it up. God, 44 months. Thank you for the 44 months, Coleman. Thank you. I don't know why they don't work, dude. I refreshed it. I tested it every time with this bullshit. Hang on. Events. There it is. Twitch. Let's try that. Like, I bet you if I test it now, it will work. Yeah, see what I mean? It fucking works, dude. So annoying. Anyway, hi, Coleman. I'm not stinky. You're eating triple choco ice cream with whipped cream. Amazing. That sounds so tasty. Hello, Boots. Hello, hello. All right. So, welcome everybody to new format React stream. We got a couple of fun updates for you today. So, update number 1. This is less about the format and more about just technicality, really. It's that YouTube have finally fucking fixed their vertical, by which I mean I no longer have to make 2 separate streams, and I can just make a single one, and it will be vertical if people want it to be vertical, just like on Twitch. So that's really, really good for me. Although I hear that the discovery is not as good when you do that, but whatever, it is what it is. So that the Twitch app hard crashed. Amazing. And then the other news with the new format is that Samurai, hello, welcome. So as I announced in my re-debut, the new format is that not re-debut. So it wasn't a re-debut, it was a return. So I'm so sleepy still, dude. And the way that we're gonna do it from now on is that we will have the first hour will be user submitted content, prioritizing stuff submitted during the stream and then going back through backlog. But also I might not get through what everybody submits today, and that's fine, because then after the first hour I will react. I have like a long list of stuff to react to that we're not gonna get through today, trust me. And like yeah, there's some fun stuff in there, and that is with the purpose of making YouTube content. Thank you for understanding the industry that I exist in. But like the thing is, reacting with you guys is fun, right? Like it's like watching stuff with a community is fun. And you know what? I don't feel like I have to justify myself. It's just some fun little candy content. Let's call it candy content. It's candy content, right? It's popcorn content. It's not the deepest, but it's tasty. All right, there you go. It's not the most nutritious. It's mainly air. It's mainly hot air. That's what it is. It's popcorn content, chat. That's what it is. Popcorn content. Oh, man. Now that I've destroyed all of my credibility as a punk rocker. But yeah, let me see what we got in them. Bingo. In the React submissions. Full of candy, indeed. And for like, you guys better enjoy the redeems right now, because redeems are gonna get turned off once we start recording, by the way. So I'm just like looking up the looking up what we have in React. We've accumulated a lot while I was on break, and something that I posted. Oh, weather is getting all of them out. Yeah, just get them all out of your system, mate. Get all of your system. Something else I put in the React rules is if I skip something that you sent, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, and don't complain in chat about it, please. Well done, Weather. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. He's redeeming everything. You can't just redeem out new. You've been here for like, I literally know. You've been subscribed for 44. No, that's Coleman. For 35 months. You can't say you're new here. But I will stretch though. We'll do a stretch. Stretching. Getting ready for some popcorn content, chat. Some popcorn content. You skipped my skipping. I skipped your, what? What are you on about? What are you on about, mate? What the fuck are you on about? Okay. Right. So we have a bunch of stuff that people submitted. Let me get to the latest one. But yeah, we might not go through all of the backlog. We might not go through every submission. Okay? Like, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of different ways in which you do user submitted reaction content. And like, my friend Vivi, for example, like, she asked people to pay 100 bits per thing submitted, and then she will watch them all. You know what I mean? She's a bigger streamer than me, but like, it's kind of understandable, because otherwise you just get flooded with stuff. So you must cater your React submissions to Maru's sensibilities. I mean, absolutely. It did feel a bit. We're not necessarily going to do them all. All right? And I will be turning redeems off in a second. So if you want to throw something at me, now is the time. Now's the time, chat. Ow. There you go. See? I knew you had it in you. This is all entirely based on vibes. Absolutely based on vibes. Nothing but vibes. Okay? Nothing but vibes. Thank you for the headbuds. Thank you. Yeah, like, I am, at the end of the day, the dictator. So. But vibes. Yeah. Yeah. Also, you know what? I'm gonna add another rule. I'm gonna add a rule 0. Rule 0. Hang on, rule 0. I'm gonna set that as rule 0 instead of in the note. Rule 0 aka the main rule. Maru watches what she wants and skips what she wants. Rule 0.5 aka derecho de piso, and you can look that up if you want. You must be a Discord member for at least 24 hours before submitting React content, content to react to. There you go. This avoids anybody, because we've had that in the past where people just come in, join the Discord, post a couple of things, never show up again, and post things that are like completely like not the vibe. Okay, so that's the vibe. Hi Jared. Hi Jared over on YouTube. Hello, hello. So yeah, that's the way that we work here. You gotta be at least in the Discord for 24 hours for submitting, which means that they won't be able to submit for this stream. And that's the way it cuts. Because again, I don't want drive-by submissions of someone going like, I'll join your Discord, I'll agree to the rules, I'll drop something completely unrelated that you're completely uninterested in, that you have nothing to say about, because that keeps happening. I think Discord can set something to stop new accounts posting to a channel. Maybe. But I mean, we've also had like hate rates on Discord, so that's why we have the that's why now people have to answer questions to join the Discord. So that's also a thing. Anyway, we have a new setup for React. Let me pick something from the backlog. Let me pick something from the backlog. Let's see what we got. Let me see what we got, chat. No dropping Stargate clips. Listen, that's not a rule. We're not gonna make that into a rule. Okay, I'm gonna open a couple of I'm gonna open a couple. I think I've watched a couple of these on my own. Okay. Hang on a second. Jack's Films. Okay. Tell me, hi Grillson, my Stargate problem is that I have dropped all of my TV shows. And I've dropped all of my TV shows because I can only watch Stargate SG-1 anymore. I don't care about anything else. I mean, I'm still watching YouTube and whatever, but when I want to watch a TV show, I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of X-Men 97. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of House of the Dragon. I haven't watched the 3rd season of My Adventures with Superman, which is now ending apparently, before I noticed it started and was ending. And then what else? Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I mean, the last season was dire, so I'm not really in that much of an impulse to watch it, but I do want to watch it. I've not touched anything. All I care about is Stargate SG-1. I am like partway through season 3, like halfway, a bit over halfway, and I'm loving it. And I just want to watch Stargate and talk about Stargate. Are there any SG-1 games? Like not really. There's a few like really shitty ones. Then the backlog will become endless, will become an SG-1 channel. But again, there is no backlog really. The backlog is basically something for me to grab whenever there is. The backlog is there for emergencies, when nobody submits anything for the first hour. That's what it's for. In fact, I should clarify that probably. I should clarify that in the rules. Oh yeah, this one... Wait, have I not reacted to some of these? I feel like I have. Anyway, open that one. Open that one. And... Oh, no. Huh, okay. It's unclear what was pinned last. How long until we get Maru addicted to Taskmaster? I've not seen a single Taskmaster. Okay. Sears air conditioning commercial. I want that. Iron Brew commercial. Rocobote, sure. Kasana Teto. We have to have Kasana Teto. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm gonna also say in the rules. Hang on a second. Let me go to the let me go to the rules real quick. We're revising them live, chat. We're revising them live, okay? Yeah. Do pose for the backlog because I'll pull from it if if I run out of submissions during stream. I think these rules are probably too long and complicated, but I also don't care. It's my channel and I do what I want. Yeah, the pin was the previous one. Whatever. We're just gonna watch whatever, chat. We're just gonna do. This is my channel, and I do what the fuck I want. This is my channel. I do whatever the fuck I want, dude. Hang on. Give me a second. I need to fix something in my stream deck real quick. Copy, paste, and instead of the gaming scene, let me make it the React scene because I have a new scene for React. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, I do need to rename that. Hang on. React. There we go. Okay, here we are, chat. Those who get through the rules probably not be troublemakers. Okay, time to try my Stream Deck wizardry. New React rule, all videos must be of 6:7. Now, does the taking away everything only happen for the second half of the stream, or is it the entire stream? Is the entire stream so that it's better for YouTube video editing? Okay, so let me. Alrighty. Should I add a bit of background to that chat? I wonder. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can add some kind of a background. Yeah, that does make it better for my purposes. Can it be like maybe like a gray background? There we go. That's tastier. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, let's try the thing that does a million things in one button, and it will probably break. Here we hang on. Let me check that my streamer bot is connected. It is connected. Okay, this better fucking work. And here we go. Okay. Oh, I can just like do that. Okay. Now that didn't send on YouTube like I wanted it to. So give me a moment, chatterinos and chatterinas and chatterines. Right. Let me. Hang on a second. I can't pin it on my YouTube. Hang on a second. Okay, hang on. God damn it. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Hello. Give me a second. I'm just gonna. Oh, I know. The easiest thing to do is to just hide Firefox here and just do it. Hang on a second, chat. I'm a professional streamer. Okay, I'm a professional streamer. I don't even know if this is needed for YouTube because my alerts are not about YouTube usually, but... Oh, wait! It did show up! It did show up, just super late. And for some reason, not showing up on the... Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Just pin that. Just pin that. And unload that. Okay. And now we can bring back... Everything's fine, chat. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Because it auto-pins on Twitch, but it doesn't auto-pin on YouTube. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go. So yeah, today we're starting with some Kasana Teto. Teto! Teto! Hang on. Give me a second, you know what? We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna make it fit. like that. Teto. Teto. Okay, so this is a word of the day, but it's 2 minutes, and it's not a short, I think. So let's see. Let me also look. Okay, Firefox, we got that there. All right. I have that plushie. I think that's what I got.
Medication only, repetition on prohibition, limitation of none, application of fun, avocado, Colorado, aggravation, deprecation, word of the day.
Job censored. Yeah. Ah, she's asleep. Cute. Welcome, Zachary. Welcome, welcome. Hang on. I need to do the intro for this section that will then edit around. And then we need to do an intro for the user submitted section. We need to do an intro for the bits where I'm gonna react to the specific things I want to react to. So let's do the intro now. Let's do the intro now. A very strong start indeed. Yeah, this is not gonna show for people on vertical. Sorry about that. Hello, YouTube. This is me. Hello, YouTube. That's so stupid. Beep. Oh, hello there. I'm Marumalandra. I'm a HAG VTuber, and I'm reacting to stuff my chat sends me. Let's go. How's that? That was for this bit. Do you like that? Do you enjoy that? Was that good? Right. Keep it in. I mean, I could. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. I hate notifications, dude. I'm gonna just click and click. There we go. Just go away. Okay, word of the day. What else do we got? People keep passing out in the mascot suit. Hi, Speed Freak. Hello, YouTube. Whether I'm filling up my cup. Oh, we're gonna have some robots, Speed Freak. We're gonna have some robots today in the second part of the react. Don't worry about that.
What do you mean? It's adorable. We don't have to change the suit. Say hi, Tubby Nugget.
It's not about the cuteness. It's about the interns keep passing out in the suit because of the design.
And that's bad. Why?
It's bad because it's violating all of these violations for safety.
Yeah.
Okay. And would changing the suit make cost any money or?
Yeah.
It's gonna cost some money.
But I think that's necessary.
We really have to start all over.
No, I think I might pass out. So maybe let's not do that. We'll just give them, I don't know, like a hydration pack or something. Oh,
I think it's gonna be more
actually,
than
I have noticed that the structural integrity of these suits are
That's not the structure until she's literally passing out.
What do you mean? It's adorable. We don't have to change this.
Oh, I love the mumblecore situation happening here. It's good shit. Oh, thank you for that. All right, so get some Mega 64. When Nintendo drops new lore in the new Yoshi, I fucking love Mega 64, dude. All right, let's go.
Donkey Kong is supposed to be an
Hang on. This is very quiet. There you go.
Cranky Kong is supposed to be an elderly version of the original Donkey Kong. Who did you rescue in the original Donkey Kong? Pauline, a grown woman. So why is she a child and he's still an elderly man or ape?
Now you can call us, the Nintendo Lore Coping Hotline. Our trained professionals are standing by 24/7 to help you cope with your Nintendo lore crisis.
Okay, Brandon, stay calm. Just tell me what's going on. I'm here to talk to you.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are supposed to be at the end of the Zelda timeline. But then in Japan, they did a Zelda Symphony concert where they showed it on a mural as a totally separate timeline. That doesn't make any sense.
We know it's hard to get through the day while struggling to make sense of the ever-changing backstories of your favorite Nintendo characters. You're not alone. Our video game therapists are here to help. We are qualified to handle any situation.
They say Mario was a plumber who lived in the city that fell down a pipe into the Mushroom Kingdom. But in Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, he's already in the Mushroom Kingdom as a baby. The timelines don't match up. It makes no sense.
Maybe he was born in the Mushroom Kingdom and then moved to New York City with his parents as a kid, grew up to become a plumber, and then went back to the Mushroom Kingdom as an adult.
That makes a lot of sense.
Suspect has exited the building.
In New York City, they act like he's a citizen who's been there for a long time.
And for those
They got him. It's okay. We're all safe. They got him.
Inconsistencies in the Donkey Kong lore, we have an expert on call who has cracked the code on a grand unifying theory that explains all the Donkey Kong games.
He likes bananas. He needs bananas.
So call us, the Nintendo Lore Coping Hotline. Our agents are ready to take your call. And remember, the one thing that we will never say is, it's just a game. Why do you care so much?
They'll never say that.
It's really not that important. Jesus.
I love X64, dude. They never miss, dude. They never miss. Yeah, this is on YouTube, but somebody, aka, I'm pretty sure it was Boots. I'm pretty sure it was you, Boots. Like, you submitted it from X, the Everything app. Next one is I'm super sorry from Jack's Films. I love Jack's Films. I only watch his silly react channel. That's the one that I watch because it's funny. I don't really know that much about Jack's Films. Hang on, how old is this? 8 years ago. What? What is this? 8 years ago? What? Okay.
I had a severe lapse in judgment,
and
I need to apologize. I don't expect you to forgive me, as there is no excuse. The goal of my content is always to entertain. But I clearly crossed a line, and I am ashamed of myself.
What did he
need to do better. I will do better, and I will be better. This will never happen again.
He was so young.
I need to apologize for what I did.
The t-shirt.
I am sorry for saying you can't see me while at a school for the blind. The goal of my content is always to entertain. I'm sorry for not feeding my dogs for a week just so I could film them eating each other. The goal of my content is always to entertain. I'm super sorry
that's
for
gonna happen on
screaming
Kick.
gross, poor people while at a soup kitchen. The goal of my content is always I'm super duper sorry for running up to the Pope, stealing his hat, and saying, "Look at me, I'm the Pope now." The goal of my content is always I'm sorry for going to a funeral and screaming, "Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey" at the casket. The goal of my first off, I want to say we just hit 40 million followers. Jack Gang for life. Thank you so much,
that hurts to look at.
Also, I'm sorry for smashing or passing on victims of the Titanic. The goal of my I'm sorry for dabbing at the tomb of the unknown soldier. The goal of I am sorry for tweeting out, "Haha, ew, just met the ugliest fan." But in my defense, she was very hard to look at. The goal of my content, I'm sorry for running up to various homeless people and screaming, "Go home." The goal of I need to apologize for putting stairs in all of the wheelchair ramps. The goal, before I begin this month's apology, I just want to announce we have brand new merch, Jack Gang.
Jack Gang for life.
I'm sorry I called all of your moms fat, I'm sorry for killing the last Siberian tiger. I'm sorry for poisoning the Gotham
He's a
City
war
water
criminal.
supply. I'm sorry for shining a laser pointer at the eyes of a school bus driver. I'm sorry for monetizing my previous apology video. I'm sorry for running up to old women and screaming, "You're next," while holding up the obituaries. I'm sorry for mailing live ants to my subscribers. Look, the goal of my content is always to entertain. I'm sorry for going to Italy and screaming, "Why you no speak the English?" at all of the locals. I'm sorry for killing Santa Claus so that I could become the next Santa Claus in accordance with the Santa Claus.
Yeah, the Santa Claus, that's true. Oh look, someone's streaming. She looks familiar. Yeah, I love how it was daily. It was funny that it was daily. All right, let's continue. Okay, this one's attentional Toho gamers. This might pass me by because I don't know Toho. I keep asking people to teach me Toho, and those people keep leaving my life. I think because I asked them to teach me Toho. The last person I asked was Pixie's ex-husband, so there you go. Who was not actually her husband. Who's that badass-looking anime woman? Oh, Sakura, you flirt.
Attention, all Toho gamers. Reimu Hakare is in great trouble and she needs your help to wipe out the Yoki and Yoki Mountain. But to do this, she needs Fantasy Heaven and a couple of bottles of sake. To help her, all she needs is your credit card number, the 3 digits on the back, and the expiration month and year. You'll also have to donate to her shrine. But you gotta be quick, so Reimu Hakare can save and Sokyo and achieve the epic Yoki genocide.
Oh God! Now I can't use this on YouTube. Oh yeah, this is one of the guys that like does that kind of like cameo, right? One of those guys that looks like an old commercial guy. It was a roller coaster accident, Ruby, but it was because we had all tied him to the roller coaster and run him over, and we were all riding the roller coaster at the same time. Yeah, Toho, yeah, it's really funny because like I found out, like I knew about Toho, but I only found out about Reimu from Toho because I was years ago. I know she's graduated long ago now, but like I was looking up Reimu from Nijisanji and I kept finding Reimu from Toho. I wonder if she named herself after her. Anyway, hope the roller coaster is okay. Yeah, roller coaster is fine. Oh, love Joel Haver. Why? Oh, okay. I'm not subscribed because this is my like broadcast account. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so this video was supposed to be simple by Joel Haver. Let's see what's happening.
10 months ago, I announced I'd be making an animated feature film. And in that video, I estimated that movie might take a year to make. Unfortunately, that estimate was dead wrong. Me and my team have been working on this every week, and it needs so much more time. This thing is a behemoth. It's the biggest and best thing we've ever made, and it just... I'm not gonna give an estimate. I know if I give another estimate, I'm gonna keep delaying it, so please just know you will see this movie eventually.
Okay.
I don't want to even spend that much time on this video, because every second I spend animating this video is time away from the movie, and I just want to focus on the movie. So thank you for understanding. Please look forward to the movie.
Okay.
All money on Patreon goes directly to my team. One sec.
Okay.
Hello?
Joel, what's up?
Trent, where are you? What's that sound?
I'm on a hypertrain right now. There's so much stuff happening and the view is so beautiful. It's amazing what I'm looking at. I can't even describe it.
What?
I'm on a hypertrain. It's amazing.
No, Trent, you can't be on a hypertrain.
What?
You can't be on a hypertrain.
What are you saying?
You can't be on a hypertrain because everything you see, we have to animate.
I can hardly hear you. Let me go inside.
Okay, good. Well, what are you doing now?
Well, I'm just walking through the train now, and it's awesome in here, too. There's so much stuff to see.
Well, don't do that.
Why not?
Because it's a tracking shot. Every step you take, we have to animate more.
Well, I'm an anxious phone talker, dude. I have to pace around when I'm on the phone. You know this.
Okay, if you're going to pace, I'm just going to not cut to you.
What?
I'm not going to cut to you if you're pacing around.
Why not?
Because I don't want to have to spend that much time on this video.
Well, you got to see this, though.
What is it?
It's awesome.
No, I'm not gonna cut to you.
Oh, this is really incredible. You need to cut to me.
Promise it's incredible?
Yes.
Okay.
See?
Who is that?
What?
What's he doing?
Oh.
That was good.
I don't know.
Well, that's a lot of work for I don't know, man. That's like 80 frames of that guy we just had to draw.
Yeah, but it looks awesome.
No, he's trusting. No.
Yeah, it is
Ew.
awesome, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go guy.
Go guy.
Oh, yeah.
Go guy.
This is how the music makes me feel.
Oh my god. Movie coming eventually? How long ago was this? 2 months. Okay. That's fine. Hi, Dizabra. Please, I'm rotoscoping as fast as I can! Oh, good shit. All right, Sears. Am I saying that right? I don't think I've really heard that word said out loud. We don't have that in the UK. We don't have Sears. Sirs? Sirs? Sayars? Sears? 1.8 million views. This must be funny. This must be good. Ah, hang on a second. I need to blow my nose. I hate blowing my nose. Ugh. Why am I always so sniffly, dude? I hate it. Hate it. Righto. Okay. Okay. Sears commercial. Right? This. Okay. Sure. It's a store place thingy. I know it's a shop. It's a classic. Okay. Okay, let's see.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until August with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until August. Offer ends May 31st, so call now and save with Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
You'll call now. I'll call now. No payments until August. Sears no longer exists. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Didn't proceed into a recreation of this. With like, oh yeah, it's right here. It's right here. Proceeding for dramatic reinterpretations of that 90s Sears air conditioner commercial. Yeah, like the only bit that I would say is like iconic, or it's like he'll call now. I'll call. This must be iconic just because of repetition, just because they must have shown it a lot in America at the time. Because there's like nothing here other than the you'll call now. I'll call now. I don't know. I don't see how it's that much of a classic unless it was probably on repeat a lot or something. A dramatic reinterpretation. This is Pro CD. A dramatic reinterpretation of that Sears air conditioner commercial from the 90s.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning. Well, the paper says tomorrow's gonna be hotter. Hotter? Like yesterday. Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now.
Same commercial this time, an evil Sears Machiavellian plan depends on him convincing the prince to call Sears.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning. The seer foretold tomorrow would be hotter. Hotter? Like yesterday. Yesterday? Yesterday, you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now.
Same commercial, but this time it's a gritty comic book movie villain confronting a politician who lied about calling Sears.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning. Tomorrow's gonna be hotter. Hotter? Like yesterday. Yesterday? Yesterday, you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now.
Same commercial, but this time it's a black and white film for the 40s!
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
The audio.
Tomorrow's gonna be hotter. Hotter? Like yesterday. Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now.
Oh, I didn't want those two faces that showed up. I did not appreciate. Do not like. I'm gonna close that quickly. That was fantastic. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Sangwon. So this one, so Iron Brew, for those who don't know, Iron Brew is a soft drink, a soda for the Americans, which its taste is very sweet. If I had to describe the flavor, even though it comes from an orange can, it's not like orange flavor. It's kind of like a tutti frutti kind of flavor, and it's great, and I love it. We all love it here in Scotland. And Scotland made it to the World Cup this year, which was a big deal. And so, you know, this is a commercial kind of about that.
The Tartan Army is finally back after 28 years of frustration. We've got Brazil again.
And the kickoffs are when?
But we've got a wee secret weapon.
We're leading Scotland from down down.
Yeah!
Scotland
from Goodness.
This time we're actually not
bad. Getting tickets, it's going to be tough. Then it's getting past security. Looks like you might have to sell the dog. Then clench those butt cheeks and pray.
Oh my God! Scotland from Goodness. No!
I swear I ordered a small chicken, a fortune everywhere we eat.
And the folk there are kind of...
Oh my God, are you Scottish? I'm actually 1/8 Scotch. What's your clan?
So fucking real, dude. In Scotland, figures.
Take it to the French Bowl.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah! Let's go! And then Scotland got eliminated. Oh, dude. Good shit. I feel like I should have turned... Oh, there weren't any captions for it. So I kind of feel like for people here that I know used to listening to Scottish accents, there should have been captions, but it's fine. Hang on. If I press, hang on, if I do that, no, there's no captions at all. No captions at all. It's not the national anthem. That's 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. We got more Mega 64. We still do Rock Band. All right, hang on. Oh yeah, I think I've watched this. Hang on. All right, Rocco, what have you got for me, mate? Let me turn you up. I'm recording for... Oh, sorry, no, that's just... Why am I reading my own bot message? Yeah, that goes every 20 minutes. Just to remind people in case they don't see the pinned.
I still do Rock Band.
Sing until your lungs give out.
I still do Rock Band.
Oh.
I don't know. Do I
sign in as guest? Yeah, I still do Rock Band.
Can we turn it up?
I only have one volume. Sorry. Am I on from you?
Disconnected. I don't do Rock Band. I sold it a long time ago.
The Mass Effect music. brought to you by a federal tax
I
loop.
still do rock band.
Oh, what is it? Speaking of loop, what is it loop there? Oh man, I mean my fan on. I'm warm, dude. Reacting is warm business. Love your outfit, Maru. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me drink some water. You should still be able to hydrate me on Twitch, by the way. There should that redeem should still be on. Let me see. Yeah, that redeem. The health redeems are still on. I love you, Rocco Bode. Yeah, thank you for the hydrate. I'm hydrating even more. Okay. All right. Right. I've stretched. I've hydrated. I'm ready. What comes next? What have we got next? We have MV $7 by it's a Kasane Teto. We have to have at least one Kasane Teto song. We had one before, but it was, you know, Miku was there. This is, I think, a solo. So let's go. And while the song goes, I'm gonna pop a lozenge. I'm so worried about you, Teto. Between this and Jamie Page, dude, I'm so worried about her. Is she gonna be okay? Are we gonna be okay? Multi-ended candles to burn. Shit, dude. This is brutally real for a content creator, brother. Let me tell you, this is the VTuber Live. We'll be right back after this breakdown. I know I always say this, but she's just like me for real, for real. Yeah. Oh, Teto. Aw, at least she has a kitty. She has a low poly kitty that is sharp to pet. Man, that is... that is Dark Night of the Soul shit. Yeah, the visual style is amazing. I am so glad that low poly has like come back in such a big way. Because like because for a while retro was like 2D pixel art, and it still is, right? But now we've moved to retro being like retro was first 8 bits and then it's 16 bits. Like we're going through it in chronological order, and now it's like low poly PS1 Nintendo 64 kind of era, right? And considering how much of a jump it is to the PS2 and Xbox and GameCube eras in terms of like polygon count and stuff, retro might stay here for a long time because then it just stops feeling. I feel when you get to the PS2 era, it stops feeling for us like a retro aesthetic, and it starts feeling like a cheap modern video game era. So I think we're gonna stay here for the retro aesthetic, at least for a while. Retro ray tracing. They do love the Mega Man Legends style of low poly. Yeah, absolutely. People yearn for the art style of Mega Man Legends. People yearn for Mega Man Legends 3, Capcom. But don't hire Keiji Inafune back. Seeing more low poly retro compared to pixel retro. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Right. I think that was our backlog, and it's a good thing because we're almost at the hour. Let me see if I can just like grab one more at random. Oh yeah. Here's Kasane Teto performing the flowery final boss song. Oh no, this is better. This is Kasane Teto saying every flowery voice clip from Deltarune. Here we go. Come on, just fucking play it, brother. This was just a TFN, absolutely.
Hey, boy.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yay, Teto!
It's me, Teto. Hey guys. Most please. How many peppers?
Music's mixed a bit too loud.
Here I come, San Francisco. Hey guys, I think I found a clue. Smile again. They're eating my flesh. Yes. No. Your dad's my best friend. Goodbye. Mysterious wind. Teto. Hey guys,
Teto. Sustingus.
Hey there, little guy. Sorry to keep a lady waiting. I'm falling. It's not your hold up. Get a chance. Go home. I'm only trying to help you.
This is me in every BC. In the last like month, it's me in every BC. Just kidding. Sharona. Amazing. I also love this like illustration of the illustration. Oh, wait, there's a voice mod. That would be fun. Hang on, this person also made oh yeah, flower. Oh, there it is. It's literally right there. This is like the final boss battle for Deltarune chapter 5. So you know, spoilers and all that. The song that me and Speedfreak are very normal about, and we keep writing dirty parodies of. Ba-da, ba-da, ba 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 ba. The flower man. Made of glass. Flower man, with his heart in the sand. I should cover this. Paint it nice. Flowers. Ba 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 ba. The art is so cute. Ba 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 ba. Tricky Toby got us again. He always gets us, is the thing. Like all VTubers, you can't resist this outfit design because it's asymmetric. True. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god. My phone wasn't charging, chat. Oh my god. Sorry there, chat. I love you, Kasana Teto. Yeah, sorry. My phone that I use for face capture, I don't know why. There's something wrong with the charger, and it decided to not. It was like not charging, and it gave me a low battery warning. But it's fine. It's fine. Listen, we're gonna go on a break. Get yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself a glass of water. Get yourself a snacko, and then we're gonna react to the stuff that I have prepared for you. Well, we're gonna pick from a list. I'm gonna pick from a list, and yeah, there we go. Right. That was me slapping my chest. Sestingus. Yeah. Where is it? There you are. Greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Who'd have thought? Be a hero! Not a zero! Argentina mentioned? Can she even hench?
about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's punk. Marumalandra, who'd have thought? Marumalandra, be a hero. Marumalandra.
Hello again, chat. Hello again, chat. Hello again. Okay, need to do an intro for each of these. So now we are on to the bit that is curated for your pleasure. Curated and ripped for your pleasure. Hi, Coleman67. Rokunana. 67. Okay. Serious, Maru. Serious business, okay? Let me just do the thing, okay? Hello, YouTube. Marumalandra here. I lost it. Can we go again? Beep. Hello, YouTube. It's Marumalandra, Delinquent and Bug Riot Queen with another react. Now we are reacting to K-Roombas. We made the most cursed Deltarune boss fight. Let's go. Okay. Beep. Righto. Let's have a look at this one.
Today, we're going to be making a Deltarune boss fight using your suggestions.
What? Well, what do I do?
You see, I asked my Discord and comment section to submit their dumbest ideas for bullet patterns, and now I'm going to code them into the game as actual attacks.
Wait, where am I? Wait,
what?
What?
But first, you're probably wondering who we're going to be fighting against.
What?
Yeah, I don't think this needs much explanation. This is Mad Spam. He's basically put Spampton in the Mad Mew Mew doll instead of Mettaton Neo's body. In other words, I made Spampton a furry. Well, we're off to a great start. But before I can start implementing your ideas, we have two options here. I can either recreate the entire Deltarune battle system myself, or I can learn how to use Game Maker. So I'm going to be recreating the entire battle system myself. For this project, I decided I'll use Construct 3, since I'm still bumming off a license from when I was in high school. It's a pretty decent 2D game engine that'll get the job done here pretty well, and I'll post my raw project files over on my Patreon if you happen to be a Construct user. Luckily for me, all of the visual assets for Deltarune are readily available on the internet, so it's a simple matter of ripping them from this sprite sheet and putting them into the game. At least that's what I hoped, but it turns out this little animation just doesn't exist anywhere. I'm pretty sure this is just an in-game effect that Toby Fox learned how to do in 2018, and he got so excited that he spammed it throughout his entire game, which honestly, fair enough. But as you can see, I had to recreate this animation frame by frame by hand, using a gameplay video as reference. You also notice that I'm only adding Chris to this fight, which is a subtle reference to the Snowgrave Spampton fight, and also the fact that I don't want to spend hours pulling my own hair out. Alright, as long as I haven't forgotten anything, we can finally start programming. Yeah, I forgot the battle box has an animation. Alright, we can finally start programming. Oh yeah, we need the damage numbers, which happen to be in its own unique font for some reason. We can finally start. I forgot the TP thing. Okay, for real this time, we can start programming, which sounds fun, but I kind of just have to implement
programming is not fun
of the battle system, which is very uninteresting. So let's go over to FL Studio and make some battle music. So obviously Mad Spam is referencing Mad Mew Mew, so I want to use Mad Mew Mew's theme as a starting point. I then found out that literally only like 3 people have ever bothered to recreate Mad Mew Mew's theme, and even better, a whopping 0 of them posted their project files. Also, the sound font document that I always used for reference on Undertale songs just doesn't have any information on Mad Mew Mew's theme at all, so I had to go find another one to figure out what instruments were used in the song.
Hang on a second.
Luckily,
Mad Mew Mew, I think, is exclusive to the Switch version, right? She's not in the other versions. I think that's why I've never fought her. And also, since I've paused it to respond to you, Jared, I'm only responding when I'm like pausing or whatever. I have curated videos that I specifically want to react to in order to make react videos for my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Song is pretty simple, mainly characterized by these retro pulse waves, with a triangle wave and a piano acting as a rhythmic bass line, which drives most of the song's intensity. Of course, Big Shot has a lot more instruments than Power of Neo does, so I'll be taking some creative liberties with the instrumentation here as well. But aside from that, I'm basically just making a cover of Big Shot, so while I work on this, let's go check on how the coding's doing. Where are you going? I'm programming all the different buttons, functions, and stuff, and I think I got the fight menu pretty much down. And for the act menu, I basically just copied Snowgrave Spampton's fight options. Oh, that's not that's not supposed to happen. I decided to only add one item, Adderall, and it completely restores all of your HP, just like in real life. Got the defend option programmed, and I decided to just gray out the spare option since you can't do it anyways. This is actually starting to come together. There are some minor graphical deviations, I know, but the whole point of this is the funny bullet pattern, so let's actually start working on that. So I might have accidentally cooked with this freedom theme section.
Now's your da 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 ba da 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 da. The fact this person programmed and also composed music is insane.
I was actually kind of scared this would turn out terribly, but it's kind of a banger. I'll go ahead and link the song in the description if you want it. Alright, so I got a system set up where I can spawn...
When you have the basic, what do you call them? The basic stems of a Toby Fox song, and you remix them with a bit of skill, which this guy has, it's kind of hard for it not to be a banger because the original stems are a banger.
Bullets in different patterns depending on what turn it is. I also have the TP grazing set up, and I added this flashing effect to keep track of your invincibility frames. Then I did a little side quest to recreate the dark fountain in the background because apparently there are just no GIFs or videos of the dark fountain animation on the internet, which is really awesome. Finally, I needed to dial in the movement, which is pretty important. For this entire project, I've been just kind of going off of memory and gameplay videos, but to get the movement feeling right, I would actually need to play the real game. So I opened up a fresh save of Undertale and started the initial Flowey encounter. Since this tutorial essentially lets you move around the box as much as you want without having to worry about bullets or a time limit. From there, I literally just played my game side by side and compared how the movement felt, making minute adjustments until it felt pretty identical. All in all, I'm sure there are some tiny inconsistencies that either a speedrunner or a kid who got bullied in middle school would be able to point out, but for only 5 hours of work, I think I did a pretty good job here. So with all the systems in place, we can finally start implementing your ideas for bullet patterns. Oh god,
this is
gonna... This?
What?
I mean, you drew it all out and then turned it into a GIF, and you also give me money on Patreon. Guys, I think we gotta do this one. I created the sprites for the hands and the mason jars, and I don't usually enjoy being a degenerate, but I unfortunately really like how this bullet sprite turned out. It looks way too good for what it's worth. After a lot of trial and error in programming all of the timings of all the movement patterns, I finally finished this abomination of a bullet attack. This is another suggestion from Discord, and yeah, this is really
I love
funny.
this.
I like this one.
That's from
all of the assets for the
New Super Mario Brothers
mini game are also available online, so it was just a matter of ripping the sprites from the sprite sheet and adding them to the game. I also decided to change up Luigi's sprite just a little bit.
No!
And now I have to decide exactly how I want this attack to work. I'm thinking that we have all the other character sprites just kind of be like these harmless pop-ups obscuring your view, like that one queen attack, and then the Luigi bullet is what you actually have to avoid. After going through a few bug tests, I finally got this attack pretty spot on to how I would imagine it. This is really funny. Alright, let's look at
this is meanness, Luigi.
From Queen, but it's people saying Deltarune tomorrow. The first iteration of the attack has people say Deltarune theory buzzwords like bunker, dust, guess, and angel. And instead of Queen saying drama, it's Toby posting something on Blue Sky. Okay, this should be pretty interesting. I ripped the sprites from Queen's attack and then created a new one for Toby Fox. The rest was pretty simple, just a matter of trial and error, balancing things out to make it reasonably dodgeable. I think I've pretty much done it right here. Okay, so bullet pattern that has bullets pop up from the sides of the screen, not high enough to hit the middle so the player could hold still and stay safe. Only for a giant.
Oh, that's such a troll!
I call this pattern edging. Very important detail I forgot to add. The attack lasts for an entire minute, a whole 60 seconds. Thanks for clarifying. Well,
God!
Let's make this happen. So I set up the bullets so that they spray pretty much everywhere except the middle of the box where you spawn. So all you have to do is not move. I like the idea that you just wait here for 60 seconds until suddenly you get jump scared with a giant warning that you're about to get.
Oh my god, that's awful!
At the exact moment that the warning pops on screen, otherwise you won't be fast enough. It's like a reaction time test. I messed with the timing.
That is so mean.
To make sure you have just enough time to get out of blast range before it hits. And I think it turned out really great. Because Deltarune attacks tend to loop back through after a certain number of turns, I think it'll be funny to just like lower the waiting time here to 5 seconds when this one pops back up again. For the next attack, I'm just gonna sum up all the YouTube comments.
So evil.
Pluie. So I got to work drawing Pluie as a bullet and then deciding what the actual attack would be. I figured I'd incorporate this comment. Instead of bullets as an attack, the sprite just interpolates menacingly towards you. So these Pluie sprites will just stretch out into the battle box. These ones look like they're kissing. How cute. To make it so you can't just hide in the corners, I added alternating waves of Pluie bullets to prevent you from just camping in one spot. So you have to move corner to corner while navigating around the stretching Pluie sprites. And with that, I'd say we successfully implemented Pluie.
So, I'm pretty sure Pluie is now in Deltarune Chapter 5, and I think it was one of the mics, maybe? Hi, McLaren!
Just sent this image. I appreciate the helpful diagram here. I'm glad this project has just turned into a celebration of Deltarune memes and brain rot. I literally just screenshotted this Woody image and put it in the game. Then I applied a constant force on the soul that will slowly push it back towards the center of the screen, simulating being sucked in like a vacuum, while still allowing you to move around and resist that tug. I was wondering what bullets to have Woody suck in, but I eventually just decided to implement Pluie again and
New Pluie.
Someone on Discord put together a whole mock-up animation, which is just so incredibly cursed. I think I'm just gonna rip this animation and put it in the game.
What am I looking at?
I don't think I can top this. After setting up the hitboxes and stuff, I also added sound effects to emphasize the impacts of his nose. I hope that's his nose. Alright, we need a grand final attack, like a power of Neo attack in the Spamton fight, you know? And of course, you and I both knew this was coming. I downloaded the Bad Apple music video, cut out the first 20 seconds, exported it as a GIF, and then imported that GIF into Construct as an animation. I then went through every single frame individually to turn the black parts transparent, and then went back through each frame to set up some janky hitboxes. But aside from that, it wasn't too much work. Honestly, this attack won't do much damage at all. It's mainly just funny to see Bad Apple in the battle box. And after a few tests and some bug fixes, we now have Bad Apple as a Deltarune attack. I then had to program the attacks to loop properly. I calculated based on the maximum damage you can deal in each turn that it would take a minimum of 17 turns to defeat the boss. So after the first 8 attacks, it loops back through, and then on the 17th turn, it does the Bad Apple finale. If you don't defeat it on the 17th turn, it'll loop back through a series of attacks until you finish, just like in Deltarune. Then, for each of the 17 turns, I wrote unique flavor text and dialogue, and the next day I made a quick intro for the fight. Oh yeah, I did this all in a day, by the way. It was time to have my friend do a blind...
He did it all in a day? What kind of a cracked, insane genius is this? Okay, he did mention Adderall replenishes your health. Maybe this is the superpower of pure ADHD, medicated ADHD hyperfocus. I think that's my take.
Then, for each of the 17 turns, I wrote unique flavor text and dialogue, and the next day I made a quick intro for the fight. Oh yeah, I did this all in a day, by the way.
In a day.
It's time to have my friend do a blind playtest of the full thing.
Evil.
Yes,
Cursing ahead.
Yes, yes. I love furries. Sorry. Uh-oh. Wow, you really did just remake the whole thing, huh?
Yup.
Ooh slash Fred Pippin. Ooh, I get some pee-pee. Oh, you made that joke. Never mind.
Fred
I was just making that joke. Only for the Nintendo Switch TM edition. Soul mode not included. No, dude, I don't like this attack.
Yeah.
I figured you. Luigi. Oh no. Wait, where am I? Wait, what? Oh, okay. That actually.
The cursor is killing me, dude.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Luigi.
Delta in tomorrow. Blue sky user. What is this? Oh my god! You did not turn on the TP delay at all. Are you ever gonna fix that? Or are you gonna keep that in?
You need it.
Do I? Okay.
No, I'll keep it in.
Mewing. I can edging.
I could
Don't
no.
edge me. What the? Oh, I didn't check my items. I didn't mean to use my Adderall. So you're telling me that I'm gonna need to be using Pippus and stuff? Like this is necessary to
Tomorrow.
Okay. How long is this?
It's like a full Deltarune fight. It's like the Spamton fight.
Listen, this is great, but please move the cursor when you're recording. I've got to fucking scream and bash my head against the wall, brother. Please move the cursor.
Need to be using Pippus and stuff? Like this is necessary to be. Okay. How long is this?
It's like a full Deltarune fight. It's like the Spamton fight.
Okay, I just have to sit right here. He's edging me.
So this is really funny because it just goes on for a minute.
You're kidding. Okay, well, I'll take a break. I kind of want to just like touch it. Like it makes me really want. Ooh, that did so much damage. That was a single pellet. I'm getting impatient. I need to take more. I need to take more Adderall, man. I'm getting edged. I need to. Dude, how long is a minute? Oh, what the fuck? You're a dick. You're a dick. That's actually just ADHD bait. Okay.
Yeah, it's ADHD bait.
I'll just farm my TP. I'll make sure.
I made it so that you have to move the instant it shows up. Otherwise, you don't have enough time to do a full attack.
I'm not being a real Deltarune gamer right now. I won't lie. I'm kind of just enjoying the spectacle of this.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not being a real game developer.
You made it!
You're kind of a dick for making me like actually pay attention. Like I have to.
This wasn't my idea though. So
no,
I get to blame it on.
Cursor.
Oh, no, it's the secret boss. Okay, I haven't played Deltarune in a while. I gotta get. Oh, what?
Woody.
Okay, how am I supposed to avoid this?
Well, you are, so you're good.
Just like that. I'm guessing just uwu slashing is my best attack. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah. Bruh. Hello? I want to turn off the game. Wait, is there a real attack? Okay. Which top corner? Not that top corner. I go top left. Okay. Was that a real, like, error? Or did you
No.
Okay. I wouldn't put it past you to... Oh, I couldn't see. I wouldn't put it past you to write this whole fight in AI. Furry.
But he didn't, by the way, for the record.
Okay. Well...
Here we go again.
Fun. You bitch! You're a fucking bitch.
It's so evil.
You said it went on for a minute.
I said it for the first
legitimate war crimes.
To make it only last 5 seconds instead of a minute on the second time.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
That one was my idea.
I assume so. Honestly,
evil.
This is harder than playing the Ribbit mod. I was playing the Ribbit mod on one-shot mode. I was using the thing that like just didn't give you, like you did not have HP. I was playing Ribbit mod on hardcore mode, and this is harder. I hope you know I'm just looking over at my OBS counting down the full minute. Get ready to move. Whoever did this, you're banned from the Discord. I'm banning you from the Discord. It's almost over. There it is. Have you beaten this yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, at least he beat it before imposing it on somebody else.
You can just leave.
Yeah, you can just leave.
Okay. Be careful! Be careful!
That's not even funny, dude. That's not funny. It's not.
It's
Sorry, I was too close to the mic. I just realized.
What? Okay, I don't remember them getting that big. This might be the run. Go down! Okay.
Come on, dude, you can do it!
You implemented Fluffy. You didn't implement him. He was
Why am I peeking so much?
Where am I? Okay. Fuck off. I remember
Fuck.
playing the Find Luigi. It was like actually hard.
Yeah, no. I feel like if I didn't
Ah.
recolor Luigi's sprite, it would have actually been impossible.
No, it would have been impossible. My favorite though was, I think that's where my gambling addiction developed at such an early age, was for Luigi Casino and Mario 64 DS.
Mario 64 DS, that's what it was. Yeah, here we go!
My sour apple. What are these hitboxes? I know for a fact you made it do so little damage because the hitboxes. What? What do I do?
It just gets you, dude. It just fucking gets you.
What are the hitboxes? Do what? Okay. You're okay.
That is a masterpiece of trolling.
Okay, actually,
The way it
fucking
switches, you
I think I
know?
got one more left. Yeah. Louis, go down. I'll let it go one more. I'll let it go one more. Yep.
Cool.
Good. I can leave.
You can just go.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Pluie. Alright. Die, please. I think...
Nope.
Oh, I got one more? Fuck. No. My
That one is not that hard once you see where Luigi
This
is.
is so bad because I'm fucking colorblind, too.
Oh
That was the
no!
last
Okay,
hit.
okay.
What?
Okay, that is fucking evil. You made your friend who's colorblind have to do one of the attacks which relies on color identification. That is super villain shit, dude. Although that said, I do love this Luigi. I do love this spam Luigi, Luigi-ton, meanness Luigi. The polar opposite of kindness Luigi. I love this.
My weakness. This is so bad because I'm fucking colorblind too. That was the last
So
hit.
evil.
What? It does 6%.
Wait, it wasn't?
It does 6%. He had 6 left. He's on 0.
Or actually, no. He probably has like 0.1% left.
No, he has 0% left. Please, just die.
It doesn't show decimals.
Okay.
My name is... Oh god, I'm dead. Well, damn.
Subscribe to Chris Roomba.
We did it. We did it. I would like to give a shout out to Chris Roomba for making this mod specifically for me. This was made for me.
Can I play this in browser, I wonder?
Because I love Mew Mew.
Happy birthday. Everyone comment happy birthday, Dylan.
Everyone comment happy birthday.
Everyone comment
Dylan.
happy
It is
birthday,
actually my
Dylan.
birthday today. It is nowhere. It's not in like 3 months.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Yeah, it's his birthday today as this video releases.
Yeah, it's releasing on time for my birthday. This was on purpose.
Happy
Now,
birthday,
if you wanna
Dylan.
Try this fight out for yourself. I'll put the download in our Discord server.
Oh, it's a
which you
download.
can find in the description. You should definitely join it if you want to be a part of future videos like this one.
Okay.
Speaking of the next video, I want you to submit your ideas.
Yeah, so this was like over a year ago. This is March, yeah. So there will be like other stuff, but we have to do good. We have to do good by Dylan, and we have to write happy birthday, comma Dylan, exclamation mark. There you go. We had to do it. We had to do it. No, wait. I'm just scrolling. There's no happy birthday Dylan in the where's the happy birthday Dylan's in the comments? I mean, I that's me, but where? I don't see any happy birthday Dylan. Hang on, can I search them by like first or newest? Okay, newest is mine. Nobody writes happy birthday Dylan. People are so rude, dude. People are so rude on YouTube. Like he said, you know, wish him a happy birthday. All right. Well, but yeah, this was from Chris Roomba. He has more of these, and yeah, see you in the next react. Okay, chat, and now we're gonna move on to the next video. So we have a bunch of things that are a bit longer. That was one of the shortest ones that I had. So rude. No more happy birthdays. Only saddy birthdays. Only baddie birthdays. Okay. So yeah, there's like another one for later. I'm gonna remove this one from my list. This is a private list, by the way. Spoilers for what I'm gonna be reacting to. Anyway, so oh no, okay, so the next one is from Dumb Jake, who is a a Transformers creator that I've been enjoying, and it's like the bizarre world of Marvel Transformers. Hang on, gonna close Kasana Teto, close that one. Okay, so time to do the YouTube intro again. Let me check in case we got any raids. I don't think we got any raids, did we? While it was away. No. Alrighty. Okay. Now this is gonna be fun for all of you Marvel heads, for all of you Transformer heads. So let's do it. Alrighty. Oh, hang on. There we go. Only Maru's birthday is about her birthday? Thank you. Welcome back, YouTube! Marumalandra, HAG VTUBER Extraordinaire, and Punk Rock Riot Queen here to react to some Dumb Jake. Dumb Jake is a fun content creator that does like Transformers-y stuff. And here I'm gonna react to their video, The Bizarre World of Marvel Transformers. When Transformers made action figures, transforming action figures of Marvel superheroes. And it gets weird. It gets weird. Let's watch. Time to react.
Marvel Comics has been a huge name in my life for as long as I can remember. If I wasn't reading their comic books, I was watching their characters on the big screen. And Marvel has always had a huge presence in the toy aisle. Toy Biz made a name for itself selling Marvel action figures, and they did a great job of it too, introducing the absolutely iconic Marvel Legends line.
Oh, they've been going that long?
Lines covering cartoons and comic books. They did such a good job that when Marvel Comics was struggling, Toy Biz bought and merged with the company, saving it from bankruptcy. So toys and Marvel have almost always been intertwined. And when you have a successful brand like that, you're able to experiment with new ideas. And one idea Marvel has consistently gone back to is transforming toys. Transformers is obviously one of the most successful toy brands ever. And the idea of a toy that can
I love you, Optimus Prime!
Is an evergreen idea. So both Toy Biz and later Hasbro, and even Spin Master, attempted to cash in on this concept, to varying degrees of success. What's good, internet? Jake here, dumb as ever, and in today's video, we're exploring the weird world of Marvel Transformers. I've learned about so many—
Can I just say, Dumb Jake, I'm gonna gas you up. Your PNG tuber is adorable. Reminds me of the Mimiga from Cave Story.
Dumb as ever, and in today's video, we're exploring the weird world of Marvel Transformers. I've learned about so many strange toys in the process of making this video, and I can't wait for you to see them.
Jump
If you enjoyed
starters?
the video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps out the channel a bunch. The first toy line we'll be talking about is Shapeshifters, a 1998 toy line that was created by
I don't know
Toy
this
Biz.
one.
Shapeshifters was treated as a subline of toys, and appeared under several different toy line banners, like Spider-Man and X-Men. But the line featured all kinds of cool transforming characters, like Wolverine, who transforms into a mega mutant wolf. It's pretty funny he doesn't turn into Wolverine. This line suffers from what I call body horror syndrome. We've seen it in lines like Animorphs and Digimon 4, where the humanoid appearance—
Sorry, hang on. Like the body horror is so funny because like that is not okay. First of all, nobody who writes comics understands what a Wolverine is, and nobody understands that it's not a wolf. Number one. Number two, that is just Wolverine cracking his spine, dude. That is in little ballet tippy toes, brother.
To Wolverine, this line suffers from what I call body horror syndrome. We've seen it in lines like Animorphs and Digimon
dude.
before, where the humanoid appearance of one mode makes the alternate mode look like a painful, torturous experience. At a certain point, you just need to tell yourself that no, it must actually feel really good to do that. I'm not going to highlight every single figure in the line, since they made a ton, but we'll talk about some of my favorites, like the Juggernaut, who looks pretty great in human mode. One thing I think is obvious is that Toy Biz prioritized the actual action figure modes over the alt modes. because a lot of them just turn into random stuff. Like the Juggernaut is a really solid action figure, but he turns into this goofy little tank, which is
that's cool
fine,
though.
but you can tell this mode was secondary in terms of importance.
Look at it
to the
fists!
designer. I think some of the Spider-Man figures really nailed the concept, mostly because Spidey and his rogues are all animal themed already. So the lizard turns into a mutant alligator, and honestly,
I mean,
he's
that's
one
cool.
of the best looking figures in the line to me. His lizard mode looks badass, the sculpting is fantastic, and his mutant alligator mode is adorably chonky. There's also a repaint which I am dubbing G2
Blue!
Lizard because he's been given these insane blacklight colors. Totally weird and totally cool.
Oh, hell yeah,
Rhino
dude.
predictably turns into a rhino. I hate
Yeah!
these weird bullet things on his body. I'm not sure why they did that. The rhino mode is hilarious looking. Truly no thoughts in his head. Rhino also got a repaint.
Blue!
This variant of Rhino is actually a Smurf. You can
Why do they always repaint him as blue? Also, welcome, Silent Somebody. We're reacting to stuff, so all my alerts are turned off. But hey, hello, welcome. We're reacting to the bizarre world of Marvel Transformers. You like my model aesthetic? Thank you. I'm a cyberpunk. I'm a cyberpunk. That's what it is. Cyberpunk delinquent. Thank you so much. Right. Yeah, why does he have all those warts all over his body, dude? Why? Oh, you can see my cursor. This is my cursor. You know, they never talk about how Rhino shits. Like, whether we cannot scrutinize how Rhino goes potty today. My jacket's cool. Thank you. Right out. Let's keep watching. Why is he blue? I love that he's blue.
can't tell, but he's really smurfing small. Spider-Man turns into a spider thing. I'm not going to outright say it's a spider because they kind of did a terrible job. But seeing these photos reminded me that this was actually one of my childhood Spider-Man toys. I remember him having all of these moving parts. I'm not sure I ever realized he actually transformed. Specifically,
I love the black instead of blue though.
So he's got that amazing fantasy black and red look going, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man looks. Spidey's evil counterpart, Venom, also got a figure, though instead of transforming into a spider, he turns into a bizarre Cerberus thing, which is kind of on brand for late 90s Venom toys.
I mean, sure.
The articulated tongue, though the very visible butt cheeks on the back are a little bit off-putting.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. But I was on board with this, right? I was on board because, like, with the Venom symbiote, right? The whole thing is like it changes form. You see it with Carnage, especially. I guess with Venom, I haven't read enough symbiote stories. But the butt cheeks at the nape of the neck. Imagine having butt cheeks on the nape of your neck, dude. That's, oh my God. That is something. That's sure. Stuff was happening at Marvel, or no, it's Toy Biz, right? It's Toy Biz designing this. There were some perverts, let's just say.
This Venom was later repainted into Carnage. There was another Spider-Man shapeshifter, and this one turned into a bat. That is so weird. Though it really
That is okay. No, okay. Legitimately. Hang on. No, show me the bat. There you go. Legit though, this this bat is giving you the finger, dude. This bat is giving you the finger. I also just realized I should have been recording this video all along, so I'm recording it now. There you go. Anyway, this bat is giving you the finger. Those are not bad. How are those bat wings? Those are like multiple butterfly wings. Like, they're trying to do something similar here to the Titans Return Mind Wipe for the Transformers mavens among you. Titans Return Mind Wipe is a figure where the legs unwrap and they have these big bat wings. But in that one, first of all, they're proper bat wings. And second, he doesn't look like a character doing a handstand. He looks like a robot bat when you transform him. You know? I mean, it was designed like, what year does this come out? What year did this come out? Like, hang on, let me look this up. This is oh god, what are they called? Spider-Man Bat Transformer. Let me look. When did this come out? Toy Biz. Okay. Spider-Man Bat Toy Biz. When did this come out? 1996. So it was like 20 years before Titans Return, in fairness. This is like if Titans mind wipe sucked ass, exactly. Trans Spidey, no, I haven't seen that. Although I think my girlfriend was posting about it recently, so I'm gonna have a look at that later. God, I'm really warm, dude, and I can't turn on my fan because it aims at the mic. I need to redo my entire desk. Give me a second. I'm gonna get a different fan, and hopefully this will keep ya girl pretty cool. All right? Okay. This one is not aimed at the host. 91%. Okay. Not aimed at the microphone, but aimed at me. Alrighty. Let's keep going.
That is so weird. Though it really gets weird when we start looking at the shapeshifters' weapons, which are very much the same idea as what we've already been looking at. Instead of animals or vehicles, the action figures transform into weapons. Iron Man, for example, transforms into a hatchet. Which
oh, that's cool though. That makes sense.
Believe it or not, this is one of the better weapons. It's goofy, but it does
looks
look like
alright.
an axe, and it does have a fun spinning gimmick.
Oh.
Iron Man transforms into a web shooter, which would be a good idea if it actually looked like one. But instead, it just looks like a mess. At first, I thought it was another screwed up
What is even happening?
Spider-Man also has a spider armor flavor. I swear, back in the day, the spider armor was one of his most important alternate
Yeah, they used it in everything back
you hardly
then.
ever see it. If you're my age and were watching toy reviews on YouTube back in the day, you no doubt saw this Punisher toy, which looks pretty normal at first.
Okay, I have never seen this Punisher toy, but obviously it's in the thumbnail. I don't know what this is, what this situation is happening here. But yeah, from the thumbnail, we know it's going to turn into a gun. And I'm excited because, like, it's on the thumbnail, we could see that he's extremely scrunched up. This is the most 90s face I've seen in a toy. Like, if any of you were either around for 90s comics or read 90s comics, it's all scrunched up faces. It's all scrunched up faces like, grr, grr, I can't even replicate it. Grr, you know, it's like so many, you've never seen so much anger in a human face as 90s comics. I remember that from the cartoon. Literally made me shit myself. What are you saying? What are you talking about? All right.
This shapeshifter weapon transforms from Frank Castle to a pistol.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is... Mwah! Chef kiss, come on. Come on. Like... like, again, okay, Transformers fans, you know that nowadays, Megatron toys... So Megatron from the original Transformers was a gun in the original, in G1, in the 80s, and they don't want to do that anymore because they don't want to make toys of realistic firearms anymore for a lot of good reasons, even with the little orange plug at the end. And so nowadays, all G1 Megatrons are tanks. But fans keep coming up with, like, gun modes to put them in that look like crap. They look like this. Except, at the very least, there is not like a Frank Castle. Is that his name? Is it Frank Castle? Punisher's name? There's not an angry Frank Castle face staring at you from the handle of the fist, dude. It's just like, why, like, at this point, right, this bit, why even bother, brother? What are we doing? What are we doing? Is that his butt? Hang on. If his legs go that way, and he's... Oh my god, it's his butt. It's his butt? It's his butt? This is, well, okay, when you think about it, this is a very sophisticated, very, very subtle reference to Astro Boy, to Tetsuo and Atom, because he had machine guns in his butt. See, that's what it's referencing, right? That's what it's referencing. Shit. Oh my god. His poops are bullets.
Megatron style, though it is quite an ugly pistol. But this figure is actually known for an extremely unfortunate design decision.
Yep.
Where the barrel of the pistol is placed in interesting position.
That's even worse.
I remember watching the video by Jeepers Media. I actually had no clue the toy was even supposed to transform into a gun, because the dude didn't even show off the other mode.
Why
so
would you?
I myself thought this was the entire point of the toy. Growing up watching YouTube was weird, man. Marvel Shapeshifters is not the best toy line in this video. Far from it, but it was so creative, tinged with that late 90s weirdness. And at a certain point, you just have to appreciate it.
I mean, it's kind of cool, though.
The Marvel Megamorphs commercial on TV,
Megamorphs?
I was never able to get one, which was maybe for the best. This 2006 Toy Biz line actually had a bit of lore, established by Pack-In comic books and the toy commercial. Dr. Doom is attacking the...
Okay, but, okay. The idea of, like, Marvel characters in mecha is not... I mean, listen, I am a fan of Tokusatsu, I'm a fan of Super Sentai, superheroes in giant mecha is cool. The weird bit is that they are giant mecha of themselves, because obviously they have to stay on brand, so that is the weird part that kind of takes me out. Hi, Arctic Arcade Android, welcome! 90s comics, shows, and merch were meant to look cool for the audience back then. Today, this would most likely be recalled. Absolutely. Arctic, I see it's your first time here. Just so you know, I am a HAG VTuber, meaning that I am in my 40s. So I was the target audience in the 90s for this kind of shit.
For the best. This 2006 Toy Biz line actually had a bit of
I mean, that kind of rips, though.
In comic books and the toy commercial. Dr. Doom is attacking the city, and it's up to the Marvel superheroes
I mean, that Hulk tank?
transforming mecha to fight him off. This was a weird, short-lived toy line.
I kind of dig it.
What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, the Diaclone style pilots, right? But like, listen, we always talk about Wolverine's trauma. This is what Wolverine's trauma looks like inside of his head, okay? This is it. It's that dead-eyed stare of he's remembering the Weapon X program right now. He's remembering it. He's back there. They're putting adamantium on his bones. He's unhappy about it. They're being, you know, they're doing things to this man. They're based on old canceled Transtech designs? Yo! Transtech was one of the best design aesthetics, dude. Hang on a second. You guys need to see this. I'm gonna interrupt. You guys gotta see this. So Transtech was a canceled Transformers toy line and TV show that was gonna be the successor to Beast Machines in the late 90s, but instead they canceled it. The concept art is insane, dude. The concept art is so creative. Like, look at this. Like, this is so aesthetically beautiful. It's so cyberpunk. It would have been incredible. There's more. Yeah, there's this prototype of a this was like a Starscream, right? Fucking look at this. I mean, now looking at it, it looks a bit Transformers Energon, Transformers Cybertron, but I think it's really cool. It's such a cool design aesthetic, and you know, if you know, we're in this era where Hasbro's doing whatever and we're doing concept art stuff, just give me Transtech toys. Just make Transtech toys. I'll buy them. Okay, this was my favorite, though. This was my favorite. This was like from a slide. This was from a slide. A style board used internally as part of a pitch for the Transtech line. Gundam fans will recognize what the one on the left is. This is a custom-built kit bash of the Noezil from Gundam 0083 and the legs of the Hygog from Gundam 0080. And the tank on the right, I can't quite identify. It looks like something from Aliens, I want to say. Probably Aliens, right? It's kind of, yeah, it's the Kazuhisa Kondo styling. Also, the Noezil is much big. The Noezil, which is the top part, is much bigger than the Hygog in universe, but the kits, because the Noezil is so big, the kits were obviously like at a smaller scale, so they could combine this. They probably ripped this from like Hobby Japan, which is hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. Do we have any more images of Transtech? They don't. Do we have any more images anywhere? Oh, Transtech Concept Art Gallery from TF Archive. Oh, all broken. Okay. Transformers Omniverse? Nope. TF Wiki. Better find backups for those. So hang on, Cheater prototype? Hang on, let me look at this. Do we have an archive link for this? Do we have it? Okay, what have we got? Ooh, very big. Oh, that fucking rips, dude. That rips. That absolutely rips. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, I've seen this one where, like, the feet are, like, wheels, and they reused ideas of this for animated blur, right? Hang on, can I scroll to the right? No. Is there any more? Okay, concept art. Can I see? No robot mode. Okay. Hang on, I'm just gonna Google Transtech Cheater. And we'll see. Cheater Transtech. Yeah. So cool, dude. So fucking cool. Look at this. Fucking look at this. All right. Fucking amazing. 10 out of 10. Right. Let's go back to immediately back to traumatized fucking Wolverine, dude.
Clone style, and they could transform into vaguely vehicle-shaped alternate modes.
Yeah.
Unlike shapeshifters, where the action figure modes felt prioritized, both of the Megamorph modes feel compromised and weird. Spider-Man had a pretty decent robot mode, but he turns into some straight BS.
I love that little face, though.
Fantasy vehicles, but it doesn't even look cohesive. It just looks like a mess. There was also a Venom retool, which has many of the same problems, but I do like the Venom
looks cool.
scheme and face sculpt. They're not all completely bad, though. Ghost Rider is cool, going from a skull-headed robot into a giant motorcycle.
Yay!
The wheels on the motorcycle look really small and weird. Iron Man
they look like
also
sweeps.
Looks decent. Since Iron Man's whole thing is armor and tech, these toys tend to work better in these lines just in general. He easily has the most cohesive robot and vehicle modes, going from a giant Iron Man robot to a
that's
jet.
sweet.
So speaking of giant jets, here's a Wolverine, I guess. This jet mode is just
no!
Look at this head sculpt. What the hell even is that?
What is happening?
An impressionist painting of Wolverine. Hulk is probably one of the most iconic figures from this line to me. A big, chunky figure, but he also seems fiddly and weirdly thin in places like the legs. His vehicle mode is also just fine, but it does have that unfinished look that most of these toys have.
Yeah, it does, but this looks straight up like something from like an 80s toy line. This is very Jason the Wheeled Warriors. You know what I mean? It has that vibe that I'm appreciating.
The only supervillain besides Venom was Doc Ock, which had a mold of his own and looks terrible.
What is that?
I appreciate that they somehow worked his bowl cut into the robot head sculpt, but the robot looks crazy awkward, and he doesn't really have tentacles like you'd think Doc Ock would. He has some helicopter blades, which I guess are meant to convey the tentacles, or maybe he just doesn't need any on account of the giant mech suit. Captain America is hilarious. The robot mode is whatever, but his vehicle mode is straight up a helicopter with legs.
Okay, but the shield turning into like the rotors is fire. I'm sorry, it's fire. I fucking hate Captain America. I'm a documented card-holding Captain America hater. And also, those are just the legs of the Gundam F91. Those are just the legs of the F91, dude. Those are straight up the legs of the Gundam F91. Hang on, there you go. There it is. With the arrow, with the yellow arrow, there. You see it? Like that's just that. With the, it's like, okay, the arrow. I mean, I guess it's in others. I guess it could have been, maybe it's like heavy arms, maybe? Hang on. Heavy arms. Let me see. Because there's one that has like the vent in the front. Kind of like that. It's very Gundam. Let's just say these people were watching Gundam.
Finally, there was the thing. The robot is predictably awkward looking, but here's the thing. The vehicle is at least kind of cute. I'll give it that at least.
Oh, this fucks.
The Marvel Megamorphs line was a huge miss. Marvel superheroes using mecha is a silly but very cool idea. These toys, on the other hand, are so half-baked that they don't even seem fun as oddities like the shapeshifters. The next toy line is probably the most well-known, the Transformers Crossovers line of figures. At this point, the Marvel
this is the one I know.
Been transferred to Hasbro, since Toy Biz pretty much dissolved within the larger Marvel company. Of course, Hasbro owns Transformers, and with this newly acquired license, they tried their hand at Marvel Transformers. I have to say this is probably my favorite Marvel Transformers
Oh, that looks cool.
Fine, though I think they definitely missed a mark on a few things. For one, while these toys are unmistakably Hasbro Transformers, there are often strange design decisions you would never see in a proper Transformer, giving the vibe that this project was handed off to a totally separate team. But at least in my opinion, they still have that Transformers vibe in a way the previous toy lines did not. I
Definitely.
think it was a miss not to give the line any lore. Like, how cool would it be if Iron Man discovered Transformers, and he was able to use Cybertronian technology to build these mechs? These are mechs, for the record.
I mean, sorry to disagree with you, damn Jake. Video is great, by the way. Your videos are fire. I don't need lore. We don't need lore, right? We don't need lore. It's Iron Man. He turns into a Jeep. It's fine. We're having fun here, right? I don't need lore. I don't know.
These are mechs, for the record, but they are also very much just robot versions of the heroes. No little figures included this time, which is interesting because the Star Wars crossover series did have many figures. The first wave featured Hulk, who transforms into a tank.
Oh,
that
like
a good
fucks!
version of that Megamorph.
That's so cool.
I love how chunky the tank is.
That is really cool.
Barrel. He transforms into an equally chunky robot mode, and I think the silhouette on this guy is perfect. This Hulk was redecoed into a gray Hulk version, which is neat, and there was a second Hulk mold released as well.
Bone Crusher!
Into a bulldozer. I think this figure doesn't look as strong design-wise.
It looks great,
especially in robot mode.
I mean,
shoulders are weirdly low.
Okay,
but
weird,
I still
but
think he's cool. Iron Man got a ton of toys in this line.
Of
like
course.
I said before, he's the character best suited for this concept, and the Iron Man movie just came out, so bro had just become mainstream. The first Iron Man figure was a fighter jet, which looks fine. It fits the character, but it's also a bit boring to me. This figure was redecoed into a more War Machine look, though he was still labeled
obviously.
as Iron Man. There was also a sports car Iron Man.
Now that's Tony.
Looks like a car Tony Stark would drive.
Yeah.
There's also a whole wave tying into Iron Man 2, specifically filed under the Iron Man 2 concept series. This line included several repaints of previous figures.
Yeah.
The sports car mold was also repainted into War Machine. Spider-Man had numerous figures and repaints.
Oh, that motorcycle looks so cool though.
Into a motorcycle, which I really like, mostly because I could imagine the Tokusatsu Spider-Man driving it around, Kamen Rider style. Of course, this figure was given the symbiote repaint, and it was also repainted in darker colors to match the movies. Spidey got a second figure, where he transforms into a supercar, which looks pretty cartoony but cool. This figure also received a black repaint. Venom is one of the only villains in the entire line. He transforms into a badass muscle car.
Oh, like Lockdown!
His robot mode is a bit awkward looking though. This figure was repainted into the only other villain in the line,
Carnage, of course, obviously.
That red muscle car really reminds me of Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper.
I was gonna say.
Torch had a figure, being the only member of the Fantastic Four in the line. He transforms into a jet. We also had a Wolverine figure. He looks tough and rugged, bub. And I really enjoy these spring-loaded claws he has.
Okay, that fucks.
Into a rally truck.
That's so good.
Like that he has some spare tires on the back. This figure was repainted into...
I need to stop saying that fucks because I'm gonna have to censor that for YouTube. I'm just too used to saying it. That hex. I hate how we have to censor ourselves for YouTube. But it is the game we play, isn't it?
Wolvie's brown suit. Captain America got a figure as well.
Humvee!
He transforms into a military Humvee. Though the paint job is really ugly, he has a cool little shield that pops open. This figure was retooled into Iron Man for the Iron Man 2 line. There was also a Thor figure, who looks very mighty indeed, even coming with a little Mjolnir. He transforms into the most Crayola-ass plane ever. Like, this color separation is crazy.
Duplo-ass.
A lick of paint was applied to it. I kind of love how ugly it is. The last unique character in the line was Ghost Rider. Back when Ghost Rider had some clout. Again, this is like a really good version of the Megamorph.
Oh, that looks cool.
Just a badass hog that transforms into a flaming skull dude. The last figures in the line.
Hold on. Like, I gotta say, I always looked at Marvel Transformers, and I know that there's a lot of clunkers in the line, but the ones that I had seen, I was like, oh, this kind of sucks, whatever. And now I'm just like looking at these, and I'm like, I want all of these? There's good ones? I'm not a Say So VTuber. I will never be a Say So VTuber. But you do get deprioritized in YouTube if you swear.
line I want to talk about are the most interesting, and I actually own them thanks to channel member Pleco, who gifted me this set at BotCon this year. There were 2 more Iron Man and Spider-Man toys.
Hang on, how much long do we have? Hang on, we have a bunch long to go, and this girl needs to go wee. We're gonna go wee. By we I mean me. You can't come with me. It's a private Maru moment. But I will be right back, and we'll watch more of Dump Check. Whee! About the world's greatest cyborg hero, Marumalandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Who'd have thought? Marumalandra, be a hero! Marumalandra, not a zero! Marumalandra, Argentina mentioned? Marumalandra, can she even hench? Marumalandra, a force for good! Marumalandra, in your neighborhood! Marumalandra! Oh shit, the ad wasn't over. Hello, subscribers! And now we're back. Alrighty. Okay, let's keep going. So here we got the helicopter Iron Man and plane Iron Man, jet Iron Man, helicopter Spidey. I think I've seen these around at TF Nation. I'm pretty sure. And I see some metal cardboard in the back there. I have such metal cardboard jealousy, chat. Like, they look so cool. And I am only like, I'm like 4 months away from my year without robots. My year without buying new robots. So that's gonna be tough. Anyway, let's continue.
Iron Man transforms into a stealth bomber plane, which is really cool. Although his robot mode is painfully annoying, with a ton of back wing kibble just free floating.
Looks fun though.
Spider-Man turns into a helicopter with a super hollow cockpit. The robot mode is neat, but his ab crunch is super loose. These
I like his
have a
eyes.
special feature though. They can combine. These two combine in both modes. The vehicle mode combo is kind of cool and feels more complete than either of the separate vehicles do. The combined robot mode is terrible. Like, what the hell even is this? At least give me a freaky combine.
This is this is such like this is such an 11th hour edition where they were like, hey, some of the shapes that we got going could potentially click together for in both modes. You know, one of them is like a cool jet with extra bits, and I guess the other one is a bad gear walk. This is, oh god, this is, I hate the cliche that Transformers fans say for Cybertronian modes, where they say this is nothing, but this is nothing. This is absolutely confirmed nothing. Absolutely just like, wow. What a quote-unquote feature.
Find robot mode head or something, but instead it's like a weird Macross Gerwalk mode. Still, it's a really cool and unique set.
Oh, I like the silver.
I need to have something so strange in my collection. Overall, the Marvel Transformers crossover line wasn't the best, but it was interesting, and the toys are solid enough to actually enjoy, even if they're not the best Transformers ever. There were also several cancelled figures in the line, including a Human Torch repaint sporting a blue look, Punisher, which would have been a retooled Captain America, a Thing, which would have been a retooled version of the Hulk Bulldozer, and finally another combining 2-pack, this time featuring
But that would have looked cool!
The Iron Man looks like a Tron light cycle, while War
oh my god, that one looked cool.
Swap vehicle. The combined mode looks fun too, though it doesn't seem like there would have been a robot combo this time. Maybe they learned their lesson from the Spider-Man Iron Man 2-pack. Ah, Bakugan, my old love. Bakugan was as important to me as Transformers.
Bakugan is something like, this is our generational difference. Like Bakugan, I don't even know what it consists of. Like I know, for example, that I know, oh no, it's not Bakugan. Okay, no, hang on. So there's Yu-Gi-Oh, which is cards. And then there's, oh my god, what's the one that's spinning tops? What's the one that's spinning tops? It's not Bakugan. Beyblade. They both start with a B, which is why they confuse me. So Beyblade, okay, Beyblade is spinning tops that fight. Like you make them fight. I don't know what the heck Bakugan is. I don't know. I have no idea. But also you have to remember, because I am a hag, like, I mean, yeah, I cared about Transformers when I was in my 20s, but like in my 20s, I wasn't watching toy anime necessarily, right? Because other than, you know, stuff like Gundam or Transformers, like Mecha, sure, but like Bakugan, Beyblade, you know, that stuff passed me by. It's still sold actively? I mean, I know that, like, Beyblade is pretty big, right? So Bakugan is balls? Bakugan is just balls. Ruby says, Bakugan came out when I was like 5, so I do have some nostalgia for it. Cool. Maru, you got a cool voice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, Bakugan, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you say balls, but here's like a ball inside of a pyramid. Tetrahedron, I believe?
And Bionicle when I was a kid, so it was super freaking important. And me and my friends bonded over the small transforming marbles.
Marbles,
hey,
Marvel.
Did you know Bakugan randomly had a Marvel crossover?
Of course they did.
In 2011, Spin Master, in their Infinite Glory, released several Versus 2-packs, coming with a standard Bakugan, as well as a special Bakugan based on a Marvel
These are kind of nothing to me.
Which is incredibly bizarre, considering they had never done a crossover like this before or after. The Marvel Bakugan were retooled versions of previous Bakugan released. The lineup included Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, and Red Skull. This is the only Bakugan to my knowledge that is a literal Nazi. It's
what?
He was probably chosen because of the recent Captain America movie at the time, but still,
of course,
the Red Skull over like Venom or Doctor Doom, there were variants of each figure. Iron Man, who had the most clout at the time, received several different repaints, including his comic look, stealth armor, Silver Centurion, and Extremis armor. Spidey got his classic costume as well as the symbiote costume.
Thank you, Silent.
His blue and yellow costume as well as his X-Force outfit. Captain America had the weirdest picks to me.
That is horrifying because he has like the skin color, right? Like that looks like a human has been put into some kind of torturous cybernetic situation that they're very, and he doesn't look happy about it either. Zero, thank you for the poster check. You're so cool. You deserve a follow. Thank you so much, Silent. I do appreciate it. Just a spot of body horror, you know. Me when she says she's into Bakugan.
Of course, had his classic costume, but his alternate costume is actually the costume worn
Less
by
scary.
Bucky when he took the mantle after Steve's death in Civil War. So technically you could count them as two distinct characters. The Red Skull variants are so similar that they're hardly noticeable. There were also two cancelled Marvel Bakugan, Hulk and Thor. Both of which were kind of good, at least for Marvel Bakugan. I like Thor's little hammer. Overall, these are cute, but
yeah, we're grading on a curve.
Into the Bakugan aesthetic is so strange. Bakugan works because the vague approximations they turn into are inhuman monsters. When you apply these designs to human characters, they just come off as incredibly weird. But that's also what makes them charming and memorable. In Transformers Generation 1,
Jump Starters!
Known as Jump Starters, Top Spin and Twin Twist. They had simple gimmicks. Equipped with pullback motors, they would drive forward on their own, and at a certain point, their legs would flip forward, landing the figures on their feet. These are very neat toys. And interestingly, the McDonald's Transformers Armada Starscream. So,
before Dom Jake tells us about the Marvel Jump Starters, I'm gonna get totally stun locked with a tangent because the Jump Starters are such a huge part of my childhood, and I would say the childhood of any Argentinian, probably Brazilian and Uruguayan as well, that was into Transformers as a kid. So in South America, we had licensed Transformers. We also had a crap ton of bootlegs. I'm gonna get to that. But the Jump Starters, right? The Jump Starters were one of the very few like official releases that we got, right? And come on, load the page. Yeah, the Leap Beginners. Okay, we can't go through. We can't get into that one. That is that is too much. But so hang on. Do we have the okay? Does this have the ones from Latin America? Hang on. So yeah, there were two originally, right? This is Top Spin. Oh, hang on, you can't see it. This is Top Spin, right? Very cool. They do come with like chromed guns. That was fun. And then you had Twin Twist, who also, where is he? Come on, load it. Yeah, who's also, you know, cool. He's a drill tank. The other one is a space jet, whatever. So yeah, this mold was ridiculed by Estrella. So yeah, so Saltman Z, another Saltman Z for the Argentinian marker, and Robotman Z. So like this, yeah, these two. Hang on a second. Oh, it wouldn't need 2 pages for that. So these were the Latin American market releases. This was the Argentinian release by Antex, which is an Argentinian toy company. And now, when I tell you that these guys were everywhere when you were a kid, right? And your auntie wanted to get you a Transformer, they usually got you this or a bootleg of this, because these were everywhere, including the bootlegs. Now, in the secondary market, a boxed one of this will drive you hundreds of dollars. But back in the day, these were everywhere in Buenos Aires, and them and their bootlegs, they had their own special packaging as well. And then they re-released them for G2 as Robotman. Hang on a second. Antex Jump Starters. Let's see if we can get the box art, because the box art was also good. Yeah, so these were the Gen 2. Open image new tab. These were the Gen 2. Sorry, that image. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These two in the front. Okay, we can get to the Leap Beginners. These two in front are third-party ones. And at my first TF Nation, a friend of mine, friend of the pod, Madam Vile, gifted these to me because these are Argentinian colors. Antex, Argentinian toy manufacturer, defunct, RIP. And yeah, Robotman Z, Robotman X. That was the Gen 2 re-release of them. And do we have the G1 packaging? Yeah, there we go. That's the G1 packaging. Let me just show you. There you go. Antex. Un salto más hacia el futuro. That means another jump to the future, another leap to the future. I don't know if that's a translation of what would have been in the box of the English release. And At the bottom it says, con un salto sensacional se transforma automáticamente de nave espacial en robot. And sin pilas. That means with a sensational jump, it transforms automatically from spaceship to robot. That's not a spaceship. I wouldn't call that a spaceship, but it's fine. Sin pilas means no batteries, but in this case, it kind of it implies no batteries required because it's not a battery power toy. It's like a friction power toy. So yeah, Saltman. Oh, sorry. You might wonder why they're called Saltman. Because saltar means to jump. Saltar man. The jump. It basically means jump man. It basically means jump man. Right. Now that I've gotten my Argentinian sidetrack, Argentina mention, we can go back to Marvel Jumpstarters.
Actually use the same exact gimmick. I love this little chud, by the way. Well, for the Amazing Spider-Man toy line, there was a bizarre little subline called Flip and Attack, which, you guessed it, uses the exact same technology as Jumpstarters.
There they are.
Like, fine. There are 3 Spider-Man toys and 1 lizard. I kinda like
Lizard,
but these are kind of whatever. I think the big issue with the Jumpstarters is that the gimmick requires them to be a certain shape, so they all look a bit samey. But I just figured I should mention them because they are Marvel Transformers. The last Marvel Transformer we need to discuss is another official Transformer, this time via the Transformers Collaborative line.
Oh
this
no.
is Ultimate X-Pants. Released in 2021, this Transformer turns into the X-Men's iconic Blackbird jet. The most interesting thing about this toy to me is that it is a heavy retool of Studio Series Jetfire, going from the hunchback grandpa bot to the perfect posture Ultimate X-Pants. Or as I like to call him, Ultimate X-Pants. Also, why is he called Ultimate X-Pants? It looks like he's from the 616 comic book universe. So, that's a bit awkward. The toy also comes with a tiny Wolverine and...
Another cursed tiny Wolverines. The tiny Wolverines can't catch a break, dude. I kind of low-key really wanted this toy at TF Nation. Someone I know got a box one for £15. That's like $20, which is extremely cheap because that's like 20% of the cost of it. But then the other ones around were like about $40, and I'm like, I don't want it that much. I just want it because I'm an X-Men fan. But I'll get it for $20 because it is worth $20 in terms of like, because it's really bad. It's meant to be atrocious. But at the same time, the robot mode is kind of a combination Psylocke, Cyclops, and Wolverine. And for me, the idea of a robot that fuses Cyclops and Wolverine is really fun because that's the doomed yaoi. You know what I mean? The toxic one.
Which is kind of cute, though I can't get Wolverine to stand. The jet mode really is a thing of beauty. The Blackbird is an awesome jet in general, and this figure does it justice. I also love the shade of blue that they used. It's so crisp. The robot mode is really interesting. At first I thought he was meant to be Cyclops, mostly due to the flip down visor. But really, he's supposed to be an amalgamation of several X-Men. He has Cyclops' visor, as well as effects parts cast in Psylocke pink, giving him a Psylocke-style sword, as well as a set of Wolverine claws. You could also argue that the little wings on his back could be for Angel, though that's a bit of a stretch. This is a pretty cool collaboration figure. I don't really usually like most of them, and I can't even say that I really love this figure. I think he's fairly neat, but I don't know, there's just no lore or anything to really connect me to him. It does surprise me that they haven't done more Marvel collaboration figures. I would love to see a transforming spider buggy at some point.
Yeah!
Or something like a helicarrier would also be cool. Thanks to Toy Hacks for sponsoring this video. Link down in the description.
Right. Thank you so much, Dumb Jake, for making this video. That was I'll leave your sponsor on screen. Toy Hacks are pretty cool. What can I say? Yeah, X-Pants got really discounted. But yeah, we're gonna close off this the reaction to this video. So yeah, hang on. So I'm gonna do an outro. But we're still streaming, chat. Don't worry about it. Thank you for watching this reaction. I'll have many more coming up. Thank you. Okay, and now we need to find one more. How much time we got? Oh, we got more time, Rev.
Description below.
Oh, sorry, Dumb Jake. As much as the word lore rubs me the wrong way, I do think it was a shame they stopped doing the tie-in comics for the TF collaboratives. Yeah, the Spider-Mobile was my shit back then. Yeah, yeah, by YouTube. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next thing that I got on file. No. All right. Let's see. So we did the Dumb Jake Bizarre World of Marvel Transformers. We probably only have time for one short one because, like, obviously, yeah, it's 20 minutes and it took me like an hour to react to it. So and we have a lot of longer ones to go through. So let me think. Yeah, because I have to be out of here in an hour. That's my hard out. Also, Topanga, thank you so much for the hydrate. It could have been like 50, but I lost it. No, Rachel! Congrats on the 20 stream streak, though. I'm hyped right now. Just drank a mango monster. Let's fucking go. I wish... Oh, shit. No. I didn't mean to click that one, but...
almost ready to go back to the video, but there's just some...
So, this is a classic by Pan and Koek from 2012. 5.4 million views 10 years ago. No, Pan and Koek 2012 is the name of the channel. It's not from 2012. It's from 2016. This is the classic Watch for Rolling Rocks. And I just want to react to it because it's great. So, oh, hang on. Okay. So we're going to do the intro again. Hello. It's Marumalandra, Delinquent, and Punkrock Riot Queen, the hag with the bag, and I'm here to react to the classic Pan and Koek Mario 64, Watch Out for Rolling Rocks. Hello, YouTube, and all that. Let's let's have some fun. This is a fascinating video, a historical capsule. Let's go. I also want to say, I'm not making fun of Pan and Koek. I'm making fun of the absurdity of the technicalities, okay? Not making fun of Pan and Koek themselves. I just want to make that clear. All right. Yeah, this is the one that went viral, says Boots. He's great. He's still making hyper-specific explainer videos, exactly. All right, let's go. Watch for Rolling Rocks, 0.5 A presses commentated.
In this video, I'll be explaining exactly what I do to collect Watch for Rolling Rocks in 0.5 A presses. But first, we need to clear something up. Because every time I post a half A press video, I get the same comments over and over asking what it means, even though I always have a whole paragraph in the description explaining it, which even starts with, if you're wondering what a half A press is, read this before commenting and ask.
Yeah, people don't read on the internet.
In a paragraph. Maybe you guys need an example. So, consider Wing Mario Over the Rainbow. Not even the whole star.
Okay.
Just consider getting to that cannon platform.
I'll consider it.
Which is a necessary part of getting the star. So, how many A presses does it take to get there? Well, if you say 0, that's wrong, because then Mario can't go far enough. If you say 1, well, it's true that Mario can get there with 1, but we can do a little better. We can do it in half an A press. To do that, we start the level already holding A, and then we use that A press to reach the platform. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. An A press is an A press. You can't say it's only a half. Well, TJ Henry, hear me out. An A press actually has 3 parts to it.
Yeah.
When A is pressed, when A is held, and when A is released. And together, this forms one complete A press.
Yeah.
Now, usually, it's the pressing that's useful, because that's the only part that makes Mario jump. However, sometimes it's sufficient to just use the holding part, which allows Mario to do little kicks, to swim in water, to fall slowly while twirling, and to fall slowly with the wing cap. And as for the release, well, there's currently no cases where that's useful or important, so don't worry about that part.
Oh yeah, I want to say, like, this is outdated. Like, I do know that the technical aspect of this has been updated. It's a very old video. So obviously don't take it as gospel in the big 2026, alright?
Now, if we map out the required A presses for Wing Mario Over the Rainbow, it would look like this. We merely need to hold A to reach the cannon platform, we need to press A to launch from the first cannon, and we need to press A again to launch from the second cannon. So, how many A presses is that total? Well,
2.5.
It appears to be 3, and if we were doing this star in isolation, then yeah, it would be 3. But, in a full game A button challenge run, there are other A presses that occur earlier in the run, such as this A press needed to get into the course. So, if we take that A press into consideration as well, then how many A presses would it take?
3.5.
The naive answer would be 4. 1 to enter the course, and the 3 within the course that we established earlier. However, we can do better. We can actually do it in 3
Instructions unclear, created a gospel based on this.
that we established earlier. However, we can do better. We can
Hmm.
actually do it in 3 by simply holding out the first A press to be used for the half A press, because the half A press only
so it's just
requires
3.
it to be held, not actually pressed. So in this fashion, Wing Mario over the rainbow only adds on an additional 2 A presses to the run, since the first A press just leeches off of a previous A press.
Yeah.
So to capture this phenomenon, we call it 2.5 A presses. On a single star basis, you'd round that up to 3, but in a full game run, you'd round it down to 2. So, in conclusion, since that first A press counts in some contexts, but adds no additional A presses in other contexts, we refer to it as a half A press.
Okay.
So, going back to the video, you can see that I start the level with the A button already held, as indicated in the bottom left corner. And so in the full game run, this A press will just leech off of a previous one, and so it won't incur an additional A press. Okay,
Yeah.
glad that's explained. Now, what am I doing in the video? Here, I'm using a trick called Scuttlebug Transportation. You see,
I feel like I need to turn off the subtitles just because there's a lot of stuff happening on screen. Also, I love, like, something that I love about this video, right? Something that I feel is such a strong editorial choice. That is that every time we cut from gameplay to diagrams, it goes back to the title screen music, the save screen music.
video. Here, I'm using a trick called Scuttlebug Transportation. You see,
Yeah, check this out.
like most enemies, scuttlebugs have a home, which is just a point in 3D space.
Like most people.
And they'll patrol a certain radius around that point. So, if Mario enters that radius, they'll lunge at him to attack. But, unlike most other enemies, a scuttlebug's home can change positions. Because if a scuttlebug bumps into Mario, the scuttlebug's home will update to where the scuttlebug was when the collision occurred. So, by strategically luring the scuttlebug
You can
to the
kite
edge of
them.
its radius and bumping into it, we can effectively transport the scuttlebug and its home. So, that's what I'm doing here. Note that we can't actually transport a scuttlebug to outside of its native room. They actually get stuck at the door. So, if your dream was to bring all the scuttlebugs together for one big jamboree, I'm sorry. but it's not gonna
Jamboree!
happen. Also worth noting is that scuttlebugs will actually disappear if they walk into a wall while too far below their current home. So I do have to be careful to avoid that. It's pretty weird if you've never seen it before, but I'm pretty sure they did it so that if a scuttlebug jumps into a hole, it wouldn't just walk around down there. Anyway, I'm transporting the scuttlebug to the corner right below the Watch for Rolling Rock star.
Yeah.
Because next, I do a trick called scuttlebug raising, and here's how it works.
We're back.
On the left, I show a bird's eye view of the scene, and on the right, I show a view from the side.
Yeah.
When Mario leaves the
Everybody
rolling
following
rock
so
star,
far?
the scuttlebug deactivates. That's because the room and everything in it are only active when Mario's in the room or standing in a small region right outside the door, indicated here in yellow. So, if Mario isn't in the Rolling Rocks room or in the yellow region, then the room will be completely black, and everything in the room will be invisible and won't move.
Yeah, to save memory.
This allows us to raise the scuttlebug by performing the following steps. First, Mario enters the scuttlebug's radius. Although the scuttlebug is invisible and can't move around, it can still turn towards Mario and activate a lunge. Then, Mario leaves the radius and the scuttlebug returns to facing its home. Next, Mario enters the yellow region to activate the scuttlebug. The scuttlebug will perform the lunge that it started, but cleverly, we have Mario exit the yellow region right when the scuttlebug is at the peak of its trajectory, thereby deactivating it so it won't fall down. And finally, since the scuttlebug moved past its home, it turns around to face its home once more. Now, we've gotten all the height we could out of the scuttlebug's current lunge, but that's no problem, because we can just activate another lunge by repeating this procedure. Activate a lunge while the scuttlebug is deactivated, reactivate the scuttlebug just for the upwards.
I mean, I would doubt that Pan and Coke would have used such crude language, but I feel like in a contemporary video, we would have called that scuttlebug 8 edging. Sorry, I mean to say, in a current video, we would have called that scuttlebug edging.
Portion of its trajectory, and then repeat. As simple as that. So that's what I do here, and I have a second screen to show it from the Scuttlebug's perspective. Fortunately, the Scuttlebug's radius isn't a sphere, but a cylinder that extends up and down infinitely. So really, no matter how high the Scuttlebug gets, we can continue to enter its area to activate its lunges and move it upwards. There's no limit to how high we can raise it. Now, it's worth noting that I only activate the Scuttlebug while I'm not inside its radius, so the Scuttlebug will always lunge towards its home and not towards Mario. This causes the Scuttlebug to effectively travel straight up above its home. But alternatively, I could have activated the Scuttlebug while inside of its radius, and in that case, the Scuttlebug would always lunge towards Mario instead of towards its home. So it would actually make its way towards the door and then travel straight up from there. That method's actually a little faster because we wouldn't have to wait for the Scuttlebug to turn back towards its home before each activation. However, it wouldn't work for what we're doing because we need the Scuttlebug to be right next to that corner. In fact, the top of that corner has a special property which we call a misalignment. Basically, in the game's code, there's a discrepancy between the way the game handles collision checking with floors versus walls. This results in a 1x1 unit area where Mario can get under the floor without being pushed away by the walls. And if Mario's less than 79 units under a floor, he'll snap right up onto it. So that'll be important later for getting up there. Anyway, now it's time to build up some speed, and I mean...
Now, we're all following so far. We are edging the Scuttlebug, we are activating it, we're using the misalignment, and now we need to build up some speed. Okay, let's go.
A lot of speed. So to get that speed, we're going to use a trick called hyperspeed walking.
Hyperspeed walking!
You probably already know that there are some slopes in the game that are too steep to stand on. Mario just slides off of them. But did you know that you actually can stand on these slopes if they're submerged in shallow water? In fact, the underwater portion of these slopes has a special property. If you try running uphill on them, you'll end up running backwards at an increasing speed with no upper bound. But in most circumstances, this would cause us to end up in the water before building up any real speed. We can get a little more speed by running nearly parallel to the slope, but ever so slightly uphill. But eventually the slope runs out, or we move too fast to round a corner. But there are some ways to have Mario walk while staying in place. For example, if there's a wall perpendicular to the slope, then we can use that. That allows Mario to build up quite a bit of speed before he breaks through. However, if the wall isn't perpendicular to the slope, then we end up sliding down into the water. That's because walls are really just rectangles that push Mario out perpendicularly. So, if Mario moves into a wall at an angle, the game will calculate his intended next position, then the wall will push that position out, and then Mario ends up having a net movement along the wall. So ultimately, he'll end up moving into the water.
A lot of, now I don't know how modern games handle collision detection, but like, that's kind of how a lot of early 3D games work like this, definitely. And there's like stuff that I've seen about like Doom speedrunning. It's also very similar to this about how like the computer calculates like the next location, and then if the next location is in a wall, it pushes you in a certain way, and then speedrunners can use that for gaining speed in ways that are not intended by the devs.
So, is all hope lost? Well, no, because Tyler Caney figured out that we could actually make use of the gate. You see, the bottom of the gate is a ceiling, and the game doesn't like putting Mario too close to the area right under a ceiling because it doesn't think he fits. So, if we have Mario move backwards into the ceiling, the game will choose not to move him, so we're free to build up speed in place. But not infinite speed, because we'd end up breaking free if our speed moved past the gate. So what do? We turn to redirect our speed out of bounds. Notice that we now have enough speed so that our intended next position is past the wall and out of bounds. And since the game doesn't like placing Mario out of bounds, it doesn't move him, and instead just lets him stay in place, just like the ceiling. But unlike the ceiling, out of bounds goes on forever, so we can essentially build up as much speed as we want without having to worry about breaking free. So now I do just that. Open the gate, use the ceiling of the gate to build up some speed, and then redirect my angle out of bounds to build up the rest. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm going to need all this speed for. After all, I do build up speed for 12 hours, But to answer that,
12?
we need to talk about parallel universes.
Yeah! He said the thing! To answer that, we need to talk about parallel universes! We did it, everybody! We did it! We need to talk about parallel universes! That's the bit, dude. That's the bit. That's the viral quote. Yeah, Coleman, we need to talk about parallel universes. You sound like someone that's never heard of parallel universes, my brother. My dude. My guy. I'm gonna finish this Diet Coke. Why did I call it Diet Coke? It's Coke Zero. I don't drink Diet Coke. I'm not a soccer mom. I'm a mommy. Okay. We need to talk about parallel universes. Is that like parallel parking in reality? No. No, this is where things get wild. Like, absolutely insane. This is the stuff that is so insanely compelling for a certain kind of nerd. And that kind of nerd is me.
Gonna need all this speed for. After all, I do build up speed for 12 hours. But to answer that, we need to talk about parallel universes. And if you thought my other tangents were complicated, just you wait. Okay,
yeah!
So Mario's position is a floating point number, but it's converted to a short when the game uses it to test for collision with floor triangles. In other words, Mario...
I burped again, but I didn't record it. Hang on, I have a little bit left, hang on. Okay. The burps. He doesn't even explain what a float or a short are. These are programming terms that are very important and that I've also forgot the proper definition of. So let me look at this on my phone. Let me look for this for you. Let me look for this for you. Okay. Float number. Let me explain to you what a float is. Okay. No, I don't need a whole definition. Just like, okay, a float is a floating point number, which means it's a number that has a decimal place. So for example, the number 1 is not a float. The number 1.1 is a float. Okay? Okay? The number 1 is an integer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all integers. Numbers that have a decimal point, 1.2, 7.6, 6.7. All of those are floating point numbers. Now, a short number definition. Hang on. I'm gonna look for difference between a float and a short. Okay. No, this is, oh my god, this is all about stocks. No. Oh my god. No. In programming. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, a short is an integer, but it has a limit. So, for example, the long integers are like, you can have an integer number up to like a couple of billion, whereas a short can only be up to like around 32,000 or negative 32,000. You can also limit or extend the points by the values that you put next to the F. Yeah, we can't get into the programmatic math. I can't, but I just wanted to explain.
Mario's position can basically be any decimal number, but it's converted to an integer between negative 32,768 and positive 30.
I'm so stupid. He literally just explained it. So yeah, so here you have 10.5, and this just like eliminates the decimal part, and then it becomes an integer. But it's a short integer because, as you can see, it can only go up. It can only go between these values, and when it goes above the 32,767, it is, for example, this 65,000 whatever, it goes to 0 because that is beyond the range of short numbers. I know, Silent. I do have a master's in software dev, but at the same time, I also don't use it because I'm long-term disabled. So, but yeah, Maru of the Bombulous. I am Bombulous. Anyway, let's rewind a little bit.
Negative 32,768 and positive 32,767 inclusive. So any fractional portion is truncated and numbers too big or too small are moved into this range using the modulo operator. Graphically, that means that the position used for floor detection is always inside of this box. So
there you
if
go.
Mario's in that box, then his actual position and the position used for floor detection are the same, albeit maybe off by a single fraction due to the truncation. But if Mario leaves that box, then his actual position and the position used for floor detection will separate, since the position used for floor detection will just loop back around to remain in the original box. So now I ask you this. Here's the course. So if Mario is standing way over here where there's no land, but the position used for floor detection is on land, can he stand over here? The answer is yes.
Yeah!
As far as the game sees it, Mario is in fact above land over here because the game actually checks for land over here. So, for all intents and purposes, there is essentially land over here, a copy of the original map. And this is what we call a parallel universe, or a PU. And this applies to every one of these boxes. So there's actually a grid of nearly infinite PUs. Here is a to-scale diagram of the PU grid. As you can see, the PUs are actually pretty far apart. But I'll be taking some creative liberties and drawing them closer together for the sake of clearer visuals. Now, PUs aren't as glamorous as you might think. The graphics are only found on the original map, so the PUs are completely invisible. Furthermore, PUs have no objects, like elevators or item blocks, no enemies, no items, like coins or stars, and not even any walls. So really, it's pretty barren. Furthermore, the N64 console will actually crash if you go to a PU and let the camera follow you, but luckily, we can avoid that crash by fixing the camera in place on the original map before leaving it, though that does make it even harder to tell what's going on in the PUs. So, as you just saw, you can travel to a PU if you have enough speed, but it's not as simple as you might think. If you have just enough speed to reach the PU one over, it won't actually work. That's because the game actually checks if Mario is above land at each quarter step of his movement. That means the simplest PU movement is moving over 4 PUs at once. That way, each quarter step is above land and therefore valid. For simplicity, we call this quadruple PU distance 1 QPU. Now,
quadruple
up until
PU?
this point, I've been glossing over a very important detail, which I now need to clear up. What if I told you the distance Mario moves isn't necessarily equal to his speed? For example, look how fast Mario moves at 31 speed on this flat slope, and now compare it to how fast he moves at the same speed on this steeper slope. In both cases, he has about the same speed, but clearly he's moving at different rates. That's because the distance Mario moves is only a portion of his actual speed, and this portion depends on the slope of the ground. The steeper the slope, the smaller this portion is. Note that it only depends on the steepness, not whether Mario's facing uphill, downhill, or sideways on the hill. In these visuals, blue will represent Mario's actual speed, and green will represent the portion of it that he moves, which we call Mario's de facto speed. So
de facto speed.
Pictures, Mario has the same speed, but he has different de facto speeds since he's standing on slopes with different steepnesses. So if we want to move 1 QPU, it's not sufficient to have QPU speed. We need QPU de facto speed, which often means our actual speed will need to be greater than 1 QPU to compensate. So to reiterate, we need to increase our speed until our de facto speed syncs up with 1 QPU. And the speed needed to do this is called the sinking speed.
The sinking speed.
In this diagram, the blue arrow represents the sinking speed. When we have that speed, the quarter steps of the de facto speed sync up with the PUs, and we can move. Now, what I'm showing here is just the lowest, or first sinking speed, aka the speed to move exactly 1 QPU. If we increase our speed, eventually our de facto speed would sync up again when it covers a distance of 2 QPU, and so we'd be able to move at that speed, which is 2 times as fast as before. So in general, any multiple of the lowest sinking speed is itself a sinking speed, and will cover multiple QPU at once. So remember, every slope has a different set of sinking speeds, and this can make rounding tricky. For example, in the video where I do PU...
I am... okay. Like, what has always, like, amazed me, right? Something that has always amazed me is the ability that people have to determine this. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people who enjoy math. Like, I hate math, and I look at people who enjoy math with awe because it's fucking magic, dude. I mean, I know it's not magic because I actually know what it entails, but like literally me doing complicated maths is like, I can do it, but it's like grinding my head against a very rough, like cement wall with a lot of like little rocks in it. I don't know what you call that kind of wall. It's like grinding, you know what I mean? It's so hard. And there's a lot of people that like enjoy that. And I don't understand it, but I respect it because my thing is I enjoy writing and researching, right? I enjoy like researching about a manga and writing articles about it, researching about a video game and writing articles about it. So that friction is really interesting and it's really fun. But I also know people, for example, that are really into math, and if they try to do that kind of thing, they absolutely hate it. They can't do it, right? So, you know, we're all a bit different. We're all wired a bit different, and that's fine. But I am in awe at the fact that people have been able to figure that people grab a video game and want to just break it into its constituent parts and see what's inside, see the little juicy bits inside. Rachel says, I kind of hate that I hate math because it stopped me from doing stuff like aerospace engineering. I hear you. This is why Mr. Fantastic is the smartest man in a different timeline. This is why you can't cross into the multiverse in-game. You can create a new save, which is a different part of the universe. I see. Good lord. Let me drink some water. Yeah. And people keep researching this stuff all the time for speed runs and challenge runs and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's really cool.
Movement to reach the secret aquarium, I had to traverse several different slopes. First, this slope that I used for hyperspeed walking, then this slope at the edge of the water, then the flat ground of the castle foyer, then the castle stairs, which is really a steep ramp, and then the flat ground of the upstairs. And note that the stairs you see there are actual stairs and not a ramp, so they're just flat ground. Here is a graph showing the sinking speeds for each of these slopes, and so these are the speeds I need in order to have PU movement while standing on each of these slopes. Naturally, the steeper slopes have greater sinking speeds. Now, keep in mind that I can only build up speed while I'm on the hyperspeed walking slope. Once I leave it, I can't generate any more speed, so my speed will only decrease from there. So to successfully perform this PU route, I better have generated enough speed to meet each slope's sinking speed in turn. For example, let's say I build up enough speed to reach the first possible sinking speed, and I use that to go to the next slope. Then I could let my speed drop until I reach this slope's sinking speed, go to the next slope, let my speed drop again until I reach this slope's sinking speed, go to the next slope, but then I have a bit of a problem. I have less than the required sinking speed and no way to gain any more. So is this route just impossible? Well, no, because these are just these slopes' first sinking speeds. But remember, any multiple of these will work as well. So now let's factor in each slope's second sinking speed as well. These speeds allow Mario to move 2 QPU at once instead of 1. So now, if I instead build up enough speed to reach the second sinking speed of that first slope, then I'll actually have enough speed to meet each sinking speed in turn and complete the route. And if that didn't work, we could have considered each slope's third sinking speed and so on until we did get it to work. However, which sinking speed we need to reach initially is kind of a big deal, because reaching that first sinking speed takes about 12 hours, and reaching that second sinking speed takes about 25 hours.
25!
So if there's a way to use a lower sinking speed initially, then that's a 12-hour save. So, how much speed will we need to generate for the Watch for Rolling Rock Star? Well, keep in mind that even with access to unlimited horizontal speed, we don't have any improved vertical mobility. So to get to the top of the course, we need to travel up slopes and ride up elevators. So this will be the basic route. Start on the hyperspeed walking slope, navigate along the path up from the lake, ride up this elevator, ride up this other elevator, make our way onto the amazing emergency exit platform, which is the highest point we can reach, and then launch to the Watch for Rolling Rocks platform. By itself, that still won't be enough height, but the Scuttlerbug we positioned will provide the extra bounce we need. So this is the graph of the sinking speeds of these slopes. Unfortunately, we run into a bit of an issue with the path up from the lake. That area is actually made up of dozens of floor triangles that each have different slopes. But that didn't stop me.
That looks
After
kind of
careful
phallic.
observation and scrutiny, I isolated 6 triangles, which I named T1 through T6. These triangles have strictly decreasing steepnesses, so we can meet each...
This kind of feels... The moment I saw T2, my boomer brain got activated, and I'm like, this looks like Metacritic scores for each Terminator movie. Although, except for the fact that Terminator 2 is probably the most popular. It has a flared base. Okay, yeah, it does have a flared base. So as long as it has that, it's fine. Silence, somebody says, the Mario speedrunning community is insane. They got it down to the human limit in terms of time. Only bots can reduce it beyond that point, which means in human terms, they got the perfect run. Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, you were mentioning summoning salt earlier, and yeah, I love summoning salt. Those are far too high to be the scores for T3 and further.
Each of their sinking speeds in turn. Additionally, their heights span the entire vertical distance we need to cover to go from bottom to top, without leaving any gaps in between. So, by using the slopes of those 6 triangles, we can complete the blueprint for our route, allowing us to utilize the first sinking speed of that initial slope, so building up speed only takes 12 hours instead of 25. Now, we're almost ready to go back to the video, but there's just some final points I want to make.
We're almost ready to go back to the video!
You don't need to have exactly the sinking speed to traverse PUs. If you have slightly less than the sinking speed, you'll move relatively forwards in the map. If you have slightly more than the sinking speed, you'll move relatively backwards in the map. And the further you deviate from the sinking speed, the greater this relative movement will be. Additionally, if you adjust your angle slightly away from the cardinal direction, you can move relatively sideways. But keep in mind that even the smallest possible angle deviation will be magnified over the QPU distance, and thus, Mario will be sent multiple feet to the side. Now, based off what I've told you, you might think you can only travel multiples of 4 PUs at a time, but that's not actually true. For example, if one of your quarter steps is out of bounds or over a ceiling, then that quarter step will be invalid. And since Mario moves up to but not including the first invalid quarter step, he can in fact end up stopping prematurely at one of the quarter steps.
Oh my
Separately,
god!
If you change slopes during a quarter step, your de facto speed will change and you'll alter the distance of the next quarter step. And so most likely, it will no longer sync up with a PU and you'll end up stopping on the new slope. Finally, for simplicity, the set of PUs that are multiples of 4 away, we call the QPU grid, and if Mario's on the QPU grid, then we say he's QPU aligned. Remember, moving a multiple of 4 PUs is easy, but moving a different amount requires special conditions like out of bounds or changing slopes. So, if you're QPU aligned, it's easy to stay that way. And if you're QPU misaligned, it's easy to stay that way as well. Now, if you become...
Listen, chat. Listen, I'm moisturized, I'm in my lane, thriving, QPU aligned, alright?
QPU misaligned, you'll need to correct that in order to return to the main map. But that can be difficult if you're not near out of bounds and your sequence of slope changes is predetermined. So, managing your QPU alignment is one of the many challenges of planning a PU route. Okay, so now we're finally ready to resume the main video and watch the PU movement. Just kidding. First, I need to explain what these screens are. These extra screens will...
Just kidding! This is the thing that makes this video such a classic. It's this sense of humor where it's like, we know it's absurd. We know it's ridiculous and it's kind of insane, but stay with me, because I'm just like knowing, just like like... Obviously, you can't make fun of Panico because Panico is like knows that it's absurd and is having a good time explaining it to you. Like this is why it's such a classic in my opinion. It's not just because it's difficult and absurd. It's also because like there's a good sense of humor about it, right? This man made a grid and animated it to move like the old Mario maps. Oh yeah, because it has like a boop, boop.
Managing your QPU alignment is one of the many challenges of planning a PU route. Okay, so now we're finally ready to resume the main video and watch the PU movement. Just kidding. First, I need to explain what these screens are. These extra screens will help you follow along during the PU movement. The standard view is just the view that the game shows, but since I fixed the camera on the main map to prevent the game from crashing, this screen won't tell you very much. the relative view shows where I am in each PU. This is what it would look like if I let the camera follow Mario around and if PUs weren't invisible. The relative map also shows where I am in each PU, but from an overhead perspective. And finally, the PU map shows where I am in the PU grid. Okay, so now let's really start. So, as I explained earlier, I navigate up the path from the lake using the 6 triangles I isolated, and I've marked them in the relative map so you can follow along. So basically, I get onto a triangle, let my speed drop until I'm around the sinking speed for that triangle slope, then navigate uphill on the triangle, and then move to the next triangle. Using what I taught you, you should be able to follow along with my movement.
Of course,
For example,
yeah.
I'm able to move relatively backwards because I have slightly more than the sinking speed. Whenever I move sideways, it's because I'm slightly angled away from the cardinal direction. And every time I move from triangle to triangle, my QPU alignment changes. But cleverly, I planned it in such a way that they'd all cancel out by the end and I'd end up QPU aligned. So right now, I'm on the 6th triangle, so I do a little zigzag to bring me back towards the main map, as you can see on the PU map screen. Remember, I need to return to the main map in order to access the elevator, since there are no objects in PUs. As you may have noticed right there, the elevator didn't register me until I started kicking, and that's actually the reason why I've been holding A this entire time. By holding A, I can press B to do these little kicks. Without these kicks, I go through the elevator, but with the kicks, I can ride it up to gain precious height. Okay, so now we're closing in on the end. The final movement I do will be a kick onto the amazing emergency exit platform, then turn and launch myself towards the scuttlebug.
Here it comes.
That movement will bring me 10 PU to the right and 3 PU down, but since I want to end up on the main map, I reverse that displacement and so position myself 3 PU up and 10 PU left. While doing that, I simultaneously position myself in the correct relative part of the map to make the movement work. Okay, now don't blink. And there we go. By bouncing on the scuttlebug and ground pounding in the misalignment, I achieved just enough height to get onto the Rolling Rocks platform. Here, I show an abridged version of the scuttlebug raising, in case earlier's viewing was too choppy to follow. As you can see, the scuttlebug moves back and forth above its home. At the end, you can see I do 2 special raisings purely to move him sideways and closer to the corner, since he ended up being too far away for the bounce to work. And here, I show an alternate angle of the final PU movement. The scuttlebug actually became active once I entered the PU version of this room, so I really only had a handful of frames to get over here before he fell too far. And there you have it. Watch the Rolling Rocks done in 0.5 A presses. Man, I did not expect this video to become 25 minutes long when I started commentating, but I guess there was just that much to explain. Hopefully, you were able to follow along with my explanations and visuals, learn something new, and had an enjoyable experience. So, thanks for watching.
Oh, shoot. Ah, what did I click on? No. I didn't mean to click on anything.
We're almost ready to go back to the video. But there's just some final...
Sorry. No, thank you, Panenkoek. Oh my god, it's such a fun video. It's absolutely hilarious, and yeah, no, it's good stuff. And it's as I was saying earlier, it's so interesting to like look at the technicalities of these kind of special challenge runs. Let me do an outro. Thank you for coming to watch my React video. Thank you for coming. Beep. Thank you for watching my React video. Be sure to follow Panenkoek and follow me on twitch.tv/marumalandra. I stream there 3 times a week at least, and indeed, no, not most, because I stream there around 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and usually Saturdays. So yeah, catch you in the next one. There we go. All right, chat. Let's first of all, let's re-enable. Let's stop edging you guys and let's re-enable. Let's go back to just chatting for a sec. And it's time to re-enable all the redeems for you guys. There we go. Yippee! All redeems re-enabled. Right, I'm gonna have to change that timer and mix it up. Hang on a second. I'm gonna write this down. Mix it up. Change timer. Thank God YouTube is gonna hate those guys. No, we're still live on YouTube though. We're still live on YouTube. Most games recently come with redeems. Ow! But yeah, thank you so much for coming to this, the first new format React stream. My liver function is normal. The first like new format React stream. I had a good time with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's a bit different. It's a bit content-y. It's a bit contenty, sloppily. Oh shit, hang on, no, that was not the chat that I needed to hide. And yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate all of you as always. And yeah, we're gonna raid out. Don't go anywhere, please. Oh yeah, also next stream. Hang on, do I have it? Do we have it on the? Is this the right? No, that's the wrong one. Hang on a second. Thank you for the headphones. Thank you. Hope you guys had fun. Hope this was fun for you guys. I'm definitely gonna get like a couple of videos out of this, so this really helps me out to do it, and so I appreciate that you guys hang out with me for it. If people hated Slob, McDonald's would be right. So yeah, next stream is on Friday, 2 p.m. UK time, as long as I don't oversleep again. We're playing Fields of Mystria. Okay, I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna try to romance Juniper a bit more. And on Saturday, I'm not graduating. I am playing a game called Graduation with Sonomy Can. Okay, don't even trip, brother. Don't even trip. I'm not graduating. The game is called Graduation. All right, the game is called Graduation. Now let me see who is about that I can drop the needle on. Let me look. Who's around? Okay, let's see. Alf. Let's see. You know what? Let's raid Prez. I haven't raided Prez in a while. Let's raid Prez. Oh, Prez changed his username. Yeah, he's really cool. He's this really cool, mostly retro streamer, President Noir, and yeah, he's playing the game Restore Chill Electronic Repairs, and yeah, and please behave yourselves over there. And this is the raid message, and yeah, thank you for being here again. And I will see you guys on Friday for some Fields of Mystria. All right, mind yourselves. Bye bye. Love you.